portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100 plus degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harman Solar today. Harman Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harman Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
Distracted driving is dangerous, Arizona. When you pick up your phone to send a text message, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to take a call, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to check an email, you're putting lives at risk. And now, when you pick up your phone while driving, it's also against the law in Arizona. Don't get a ticket. Don't pick up your phone. Sponsored by Arizona Chapter, National Safety Council, and Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody. Ow. Ow. You ever have a sharp pain right through your eyeball right when you're about to start a show?
Can't say that I ever have had anything
Holy
like that
God.
in 40 plus years of radio broadcasting.
Get your levels right, Keon. Ow. Yeah, that just was like a sharp pain right through my right eyeball. That might be the start of my tumor. I don't know. Stay tuned.
Where are we now?
I don't
What
know.
is this?
Sorry,
What are we
sorry.
doing?
We should start this over. We should start
All
over. Ow. My right eyeball.
Again?
Yeah, it still hurts.
Beginning with your right eyeball?
Oh, yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Can you here? How many fingers am I holding up right now? How many fingers do you see right now?
7.
All right.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Hey, you
Let's
need
start
to-
the show.
Randy, you need to turn your microphone down on your end a little bit. You're cracking.
Right now.
Yeah.
Cracking.
This is the best rehearsal we've ever had.
All right.
I can't even hear the music, though. Is that music? Is that you, Keon? Is that you?
No, that's me.
No, I mean over there across the room. My eyesight just came back.
That is me.
Ah, geez. All right. And Randy, you're still cracking. All right, stop everything. Stop everything. Let's get this straight.
How am I still cracking? I
don't know.
understand.
Talk to me. Okay,
I'm
now you're
still
not cracking.
Hang
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2,
1,
1,
2,
2,
check,
1, 2,
check, testes,
check,
testes, test, testes.
1, 2, check.
All right,
1,
no,
2.
no, a little bit. You had a little bit of scratch there.
5.
No, yep, back it off, Britt.
Hey, Blenner.
Turn it down, Randy. You're still crack-a-lacking. You're clacker-lacking there. Yeah.
How's this?
Well, now it's really, really quiet.
How's this?
It's very
Hello?
quiet.
Am I cracking?
You're very well. Now he's very
Hello?
quiet. You have him up all the way. He's very
Hello?
quiet.
Hello?
I'm afraid to turn him up all the way.
Well,
so I don't-
he's not going to crack because of what you're doing. He's only going to crack because of what he's doing.
Yeah,
so
am
turn
I-
the man up.
Am I still crack-a-lacking?
No, not
You're
right
not.
now, but I'll let you
Yeah,
know.
Am
Okay.
I crack-a-lacking now?
No
How
crack.
about now?
No, you're fine.
Am I crack-a-lacking?
All right. Am I cracking? Am I cracking? I don't think so. I think I'm fine. How about you,
All right.
Keon?
No, I'm fine.
Let's
We
do a
should have done
test
this
with Keon.
probably before 3 o'clock, but
Yeah.
whatever.
right.
All right. So start the show. Let's do this.
All right.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody. It's Wednesday here on the Daily Blender. Your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon in there, bewildered, not used to this nonsense, but he's running the show from in there. You guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, and we're broadcasting live in the Harman Solar Studio in Scottsdale. I wasn't kidding about that weird sharp pain through my right eyeball thing, though.
Is it still happening right now?
No.
Yeah, that's good.
But that was weird. I wasn't ready for that.
Probably a precursor to some sort of brain aneurysm.
Yeah, I'm probably going to die on the show. But
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: when people say, "Wow, he died doing what he loved,"
This is not.
this is
what
not
he
my
loves.
wife. What are you
No.
talking about?
Yeah, no.
Anyway, so let's hope that was just a weirdness. I don't know what the hell that was. Never happened before.
Probably a gas bubble.
Yeah, or a ghost just shoved a spike through my eyeball.
A ghost did.
Yeah,
A ghost just showed up in the studio and shoved a spike, a ghostly spike, right through your eye socket.
Because the other day I did talk about how with my own kids, occasionally if they're acting up in the store, I would just take my knuckle and go boop right in the eye. I'd poke them in the eye.
Oh, that
so I
must have been
wonder.
your Aunt Karma coming back to get you.
Oh no! I've killed a couple of kids.
Oh,
a couple of them.
Okay.
They had to go. No,
I see.
You're right, Randy. It's getting dark. All of that I just made up. That never happened.
Some of these will be jokes.
Well, we were joking around before the show started, and Randy was like, "Whoa, it's going to be dark like that, is it?" I'm like, no. Well, okay, I guess so. I guess maybe it will be. Robert from Surprise says probably caused by dehydration. Good point, Randy. Pour me a whiskey, would you? Let's get this thing going.
There you go, my friend.
Plenty of reasons to drink after last night if you're watching the Diamondbacks.
Oh, boy.
How about that? Blake Snell, he got pulled after a 7 no-hitter, 7-inning no-hitter.
Innings.
I mean, 107 pitches, and they're like, yeah, okay, you're done. I mean, come on, man. Let him pitch it. Let him go. Let him keep going.
Yeah, the problem is Blake Snell has this history of just kind of folding like a cheap $2 suit in the 7th inning. And so when he gets to about 100 pitches or so, and around the 7th inning, when he was with the Devil Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, his manager there would pull him. It didn't matter what was going on. He would pull him out in the 7th inning. He would never let the guy go and pitch the 7th inning. And so I think the Padres, who need to win desperately and cannot afford to be losing games because they're starting to fade into the background of the wild card and fade into the background of the West there. It's becoming a 2-team race between the Dodgers and the Giants. The Padres need to win, and they need to win all the games they can down this playoff stretch. So there you go. That's why they took him out of the game.
They won last night 3-0. Diamondbacks only got 3 hits off the last guy in the last 2 innings, but okay, whatever. So when I looked today, it looked like Darvish gave up some points there to the old Diamondbacks, but I'm afraid to look at the score. I'm afraid to look. Can you fill me in on how the Diamondbacks are?
Let's just take a look right
now. Because I know I don't want to
Diamondbacks.
jinx it. Sometimes I feel like if I watch or I look, I'll jinx it. So if you could check that, I'd sure appreciate that.
6-1 Diamondbacks right now. Bottom of the 6-1 Diamondbacks.
Oh, they could still find a way to lose.
They have amassed 6 runs in the 3rd inning, 12 hits throughout the game, 6-1 right now.
Is Darvish still in? There's no way.
Boy, I don't. Let me see if I can bring up the game.
Darvish.
Yeah, remember that? That was so much.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Darvish is still in the game or not, but 6-1 D-backs right now.
Yeah, he's not in the game.
You would think not, right? Yeah.
Ryan Weathers is pitching.
Sure. Okay, Ryan Weathers. Yeah. So Darvish, I guess, only pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits and 5 earned.
I know, right?
Yeah. Nabil or Nabil, Chris Matt, depends on how you pronounce it. Only an inning and a third. He gave up 2 hits.
So I've seen the Diamondbacks blow bigger leads. So that's why maybe we shouldn't talk about it anymore. Well, let's just let what happened happen, and then somebody tell me at the end. I don't want to jinx the Diamondbacks from what should be a decisive win over the Padres.
Well, all right.
Just don't want to jinx it. So
right now, the top of their Diamondbacks lineup is really pounding the ball. Really, just absolutely have opened up a can of whoop ass.
Yeah, where was that last night? I mean,
nobody knows.
Come on now.
Nobody knows.
All right. Well, I don't want to get hung up on that. And what I'm about to tell you, I don't want to get hung up on. I am just mentioning it for posterity. Okay? Shohei Ohtani,
Oh, God.
he stole home last night in the win over the Yankees. So
He stole home.
hold on. Now, this is not about you, okay? This is about me and my hatred for the Yankees.
Uh-huh.
So all I have to say is thank you, Shohei. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. 6-4 win over the Yankees for the Angels. That's all I care about. I don't care about if you think he's the MVP or not. Right now, he's the MVP of my heart because I hate the Yankees.
Well, I understand it, but if you think he stole home like in the old days, stealing home when there was a pitched ball and the guy would be so fast, like the great Jackie Robinson when he took off from third while the pitcher was still in those wind up and stole home on Yogi Berra was the catcher. And he swore up to his dying day that he tagged him out, but he was called safe. That's called stealing home. When a pitcher winds up and throws and the catcher drops the ball or fobbles the ball, that's not stealing home. That's just called he went home on a passed ball. That was not stealing home.
Wow, you really hate Shohei Ohtani.
I want them to get the damn facts straight.
I'm just saying. I saw the play you're even talking about. Technically, it's a steal. It goes on the stats as a steal.
Pass
and
ball.
that is his 21st stolen base of the season. He leads the majors in home runs with 42. He paces the AL in slugging percentage. He's also 8-1 with a 3.0 ERA on the mound, where he has struck out 127 hitters in 105 innings. And if you think he's not going to get the MVP, you are mistaken.
Well, all of those stats you just rattled off there were only two that were significant: leading the home runs in the AL. And all of baseball and the top slugging percentage. His ERA is not even top 10. His complete games are 0. He has done nothing else. His batting average is not even top 10. He is his stolen bases is not even top 10. The guy is not the MVP. And if you want me to bring up the stats, I can.
No, I already just gave you the stats. So that's all that matters. And you have a beef with some writers. I don't. And I'm just watching Shohei Ohtani do stuff that you haven't seen for like 100 years. That's all. And now you're right about the stats. You're right about all the different lines. But I'm looking at it as, his accomplishments in total. You're looking at it as, well, only in this one stat line. I think you may be letting your grudge against sport writers get in the way of Shohei Ohtani's greatness right now.
Tell me why he's the most valuable player.
All the above. I just gave you all those
of his
reasons.
stats are mediocre. All of those stats are mediocre, except for the
not when it's one guy doing it and he is a pitcher. So here's what you say. If I said to you, Randy, there is a pitcher who has 42 home runs, you'd be like, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. If I said, hey, Randy, there's a guy who has a 3.0 ERA, but he struck out 127 hitters in 105 innings, and he's got 21 stolen bases. You'd be like, whoa, okay. You throw all these things together, and it at least makes a case. It at least does make a case.
No.
I think you're just bitter.
That's my problem with Randy's take on this. It's not that he disagrees, because we're all allowed to disagree. It's that he thinks it's not even close.
It's not. I'm sorry, it's not close. So the guy's a pitcher and a DH. Oh boy. Wow.
That's
watch any
who else is that?
Watch any little league team. It goes on all the time. High school ball, college ball. It happens all the time.
You know how specialized you have to be in the majors. It's not the same thing. It's not the same.
You know what else? You know what other stat line he leads the major leagues in?
What's that?
This is for you and all the other Ohtani fanboys out there.
I'm not a fanboy. I'm just calling it like I see it.
Wild pitches.
I enjoy wild pitches. So you're not winning me over with that one, Randy. I like to see the bat boy duck. I do.
You can join Tim Kirchin and the rest of those pencil pouch pocket protector wearing geeks out there that have never played at the top level of baseball ever and couldn't spot a damn good baseball player if they were standing in front of them.
You're saying that about me? Because you just said I should join them, so you're saying that about me?
I said you can join them if you want to.
I just feel like Randy's about to shove me and Tim Kirchin into a locker.
I'm not joining them. I am not disavowing you. I'm just standing here over on the side going, yeah, but that's pretty cool. He's doing all these things. You might be 100% right. He may not be the guy who deserves the MVP. There might be 1, 2, 3 other guys who technically should be the MVP. But I'm just saying, you can't dismiss him altogether. He's doing some pretty special stuff right now.
I've never dismissed him, but he is not the MVP just because Tim Kirkchin and his cronies say that he is.
I don't even give a damn what those people say. I'm not basing anything I think off of what somebody else is saying. I'm looking at the plays. I'm looking at the reports of here is the facts. I don't read what they think. I read that there's 21 stolen bases. I read that there's 42 home runs. I read that he's 8-1 with a 3.0 ERA where he struck out 127 hitters in 105 innings. That's what I read. And that hasn't been something somebody's done for 100 years. Now, does that make him the MVP of the league right now? All right, fine. Maybe not. You know better than I do. I always defer to your knowledge about baseball, Randy, but I feel like this might be a little personal for you. Papa Mike says, did I see a different play? In an attempt to stop a stolen base, the catcher threw to second base, allowing him to score from third. That's not really a stolen base in my book either, Randy.
No,
in that case, I don't think that counts. Well, yeah, I don't think that counts as a stolen base. Well, are you sure maybe it was a different play you saw, Papa Mike? Why would they give him the stat of a stolen base based off that play?
Well, if the second baseman had it and then he takes off from third to home, that would be.
So once he had it in his hand, then he just started running.
Right.
Okay. Fair enough. Counts as a stat, guys. Counts as a stat. Robert from Surprise says, because offense and defense in baseball are two entirely different things. Yeah, okay. Kyle G says Ohtani is MVP because he has reignited the country's interest in baseball. He's providing the analytics people that he's proving them wrong and showing that old school baseball can still thrive in today's Major League Baseball.
What?
Hey, that's why he's valuable to the league. You know, that's an interesting point, Kyle G. All the time you talk about not digging the pencil pushing, pocket protector wearing guys. And you look at Ohtani, he's just doing anything and everything he can to help his team win, whether it's pitching, hitting, stealing bases, you name it. He's really out there hustling. You can't say he's not out there just giving it 100% every night.
Never said that. Never, ever said that. Never, ever said that.
And it does lend to the old style of thought process and play, doesn't it, Randy?
What do you mean it lends to the old?
Because he's just out there doing whatever it takes. He's not precious about, well, I'm a pitcher. Oh, I'm a this, I'm a that. He's like, let me play. I just want to get out there and play. He doesn't care about sabermetrics. He just cares about getting out there and playing like a baller.
With me, Shohei Ohtani he's not the guy on trial here. I'm just telling you the sports writers have it wrong.
Yeah, I'm not a sports writer.
I'm sick and tired of having everybody shove Shohei Ohtani down my throat. There are other ball players
out there.
I'm
not shoving him down your throat, but I just said,
if not better than
here's
Shohei
the thing
Ohtani.
that happened. I'm just saying. Robert from Surprise says, there was a text before that one. I don't know what you're talking about. Berg says, has Cam Newton signed with the Colts yet? You know, I'm going to block you. I'm just going to block you, Berg. I don't care if you have cancer. I don't care if you're going through chemotherapy. I don't care if you're running a charity. I'll just block your ass. Sorry, that was out of line. I shouldn't have said that. I mean, I don't care because I don't care. I just don't care.
Went a little Trent Dilfer there.
I got a little Trent Dilfer on the break there, didn't I? I Dilfered him. Fifth letter says it was a first and third play the Angels put on. It's in fact is a stolen base. And hey, double crown on the rocks, please. Por favor.
No.
Oh, come on, man. Just because he saw the play. Fish Tank says, what would you prefer, Randy? Ohtani win the MVP or they put up the nets?
Well, they're going to put up the nets anyway.
No. You
Shohei
can have a
Ohtani,
choice. You can choose.
I don't have a choice.
You do.
It's out of my choice. And people are asking me what I think is Shohei Ohtani. I think he's a. I don't understand the question.
Randy White, you can have your choice. What you say will go this way for history. You'll either say next
go for history?
Yes, for the rest of all time. Randy White, you can choose. We are going to put nets up in all the stadiums, or we won't put the nets up, and you say that Shohei Ohtani is the MVP. So your choice, Shohei Ohtani MVP or nets in every stadium?
Nets in every stadium.
God. Okay.
There's just a level of pettiness here that I was not expecting.
I've rarely seen him this.
Well, I mean, if you're asking me and you're demanding an answer, I'm giving you an answer. In my opinion, Shohei Ohtani is not the MVP. I don't care what he did last night. I really don't care. That happens
Here come the Nets.
A million times throughout the season. It's not a big major issue. Mookie Betts has done it several times. Where is the news about Mookie Betts?
I love Mookie Betts. Fubar 1000 says, I agree with Randy. Sports writers suck. Tell me, how in the world can a sports writer still have hot vote when they have been retired for 20 years? That's stupid. Makes my hair hurt thinking about it.
I agree.
Go ASU.
Yeah.
Wow. Papa Mike says, come on, Jeffrey, be fair to Randy. Change the subject. Talk about Joey Logano. That'd be better. Yeah, Joey Logano. How about that guy for MVP of NASCAR?
Yeah.
How about the way? How is he doing this year?
Oh, he made the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Robert from Surprise says, the Angels have proven that if your best hitter is your pitcher, yeah, you're going to be in last place. Just Tip says, good afternoon, gentlemen. Jeffrey, how valuable is Ohtani if his team sucks so bad they can barely get worse? It doesn't being on a winning team have something to do with being most valuable? No. I guess that's the definition of most valuable. But he says, Randy, you're right. Stand your ground.
I think in like a sport like basketball where there's 5 guys on the floor and one guy dominates the ball, if your team stinks, you're not good. But in baseball, you have a bigger roster, more players, less impact on the game because you're an entire lineup of guys.
I'd like to see them define what MVP is more clearly and accurately for each sport.
I know we're up against a break, and I'll underscore and bold this for me, will you? Shohei Ohtani is a super, super talented ball player. He's just not the MVP this year because the sports writers want him to be MVP. He's going to be MVP. He is a media darling, and I hate it. I hate it.
So I feel like we can't ever talk about Shohei Ohtani again.
You talk about him all you want to.
I feel
just
like
don't ask me my thoughts on it. I'll just go, and? Shohei Ohtani went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. You'll never hear it. You will never hear it. Never hear it. But if he goes 1 for 4 and one of those is a home run, oh my God, it's earth-shattering. Stop the presses, everybody. We need to tell everybody Shohei Ohtani just had a home run.
Well, he does have 42. I'm just saying.
He does it quite often.
He's leading the major leagues. I'm just saying. It's just, Babe Ruth struck out a lot too. I'm just saying. Just one of those things. Just saying. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Are you looking for a rewarding new career? Join the United States Postal Service and apply for roles nationwide. Serve your community with pride and receive benefits, including competitive pay and opportunities for advancement. Whether you're looking for full-time, part-time, or seasonal positions, we have options that may be perfect for you. The United States Postal Service is an equal opportunity employer. Apply now at USPS.com/careers.
Your best plan to retire might be right under your roof. This is Rob Canyer, and for over 20 years, I've helped people discover how they can utilize a portion of their equity in their home as a coordinated strategy in retirement planning, thus creating additional monthly cash flow, paying less taxes, and making their retirement assets last longer. This is a safe and proven retirement strategy for qualified homeowners age 62 and older. All you have to do is reverse your thinking. Call me, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Are you seeing what is going on in the home buying market right now? Unbelievable. Not enough inventory, and there is a ton of demand. Some of these homes are getting 30, 40, 50 offers on them. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to differentiate yourself from the other buyers who are in line? I have a way. Use the Lund Mortgage Team. Lund Mortgage Team is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience right here in the Valley. They have a great reputation, and it is a trustworthy pre-approval. And on top of that, they are quick. That's one of the things. You got to come equipped and be ready to buy. So what you need to do is make that first phone call to 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940. Get that pre-approval going, and then get yourself ready to go buy that home of your dreams. Go online, lundmortgageteam.com, or call 623-875-9940.
Did you know that Constructors Bonding has been Arizona's leader in surety management for over 40 years? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than anyone, anywhere. Contractors, developers, attorneys, car dealers, and hundreds of other industries turn to Constructors Bonding for their bond solutions. Call me personally at 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution for better bonding.
Hey guys, time to get your fantasy football on. Be part of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. See if your team has what it takes to take on the Blender personalities of the fourth dimension. You could win $100 from our friends at Harman Solar if you win your league. To sign up, just email me, blender@1580thefanatic.com. Blender@1580thefanatic.com. That's blender@1580thefanatic.com. Oh, wait, you should probably listen to the show too. It's the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League, only from 1580 The Fanatic. Today, the Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And today, we've got your tickets. That's right. Tickets to the ASU game tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Southern Utah is coming to town. First game of the season. Going to be a lot of fun. I got a family 4-pack of tickets, and that comes with a parking pass. Now, that is an amazing package right there. And I know I've heard that before. I don't think you guys have, but I've heard that before. An amazing package you got right there. Anyway, yes. So here's the thing. You're like, well, Jeffrey O'Brien, I don't need 4. Well, I'll take 2. I don't need 4. That's cool because if you say I'll take the parking passes and I'll take 2 tickets, then I'll take the other 2 tickets and give it away to the next guy. Somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So that we will share the wealth, if you will. So it's absolutely up to whoever wins. So we'll do that later. When you hear me say call, it's your cue to call it and win for the ASU tickets. That's when we're going to do it. But keep listening. I'll tell you when we do it a little bit later. Anyway, so Randy, there are some texts.
Yes.
I don't want to get bogged down in Shohei Ohtani again.
All right.
But I'm going to read these texts to make sure everybody has their say, and then we'll move on. Okay.
All righty.
All right. So try not to get upset.
I'm not going to.
On D Links says, Randy, have you heard about how good Shohei Ohtani is?
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Angels organizationally are terrible. They've been terrible with 2 of the best Major League Baseball players on their team for many years now. How can you not build around that?
And one of their staff trainers, he wasn't a trainer, I guess. He was just on their clubhouse staff. Killed one of the youngest, talented young pitcher too. So
with the
they've got a real winning franchise there. I hope Shohei Ohtani is safe there.
No doubt. Mr. Pringle says, Randy, if Ohtani's having the exact same season for the Diamondbacks, would he be the MVP then?
He would not. No, he would not.
Hey, let's see. Good Cat says, howdy, guys. What's y'all's take in pork rinds and what alcohol goes well with pork rinds?
Depends on how you got those pork rinds flavored. You know what I mean?
Pork rinds are disgusting. I think you'll need Ouzo or some Everclear.
Either that or some real fine whiskey.
Lots of it. Pork rinds are here's what I like in pork rinds too. Pork rinds are like eating somebody else's flavored sunburn. When they're peeling, you're eating the peeling. It's gross.
I guess.
Kyle G says, I think the issue is of age. I'm 30 years old. I've seen guys like Verlander pitch amazing seasons. I've seen Bonds and Cabrera be incredible at bat. I've never seen Ohtani before. I think he can pave the way for guys who do what he does better.
Well, look, I mean, the only reason he's being considered, in my humble opinion, is because the guy is a good pitcher. He's not a great pitcher. He's not a Cy Young Award winner yet. I'm not saying he can't be. And he also hits home runs. And this is something that's very foreign to Major League Baseball because generally, when you're a pitcher in a Major League Baseball system, you get off to the side. You don't hit balls anymore. You don't come up to the plate. And if you do, you very rarely have a good batting average because you're a pitcher. In this case, Shohei Ohtani is a remarkable hitter, and he's a decent, a little above average pitcher.
Fed fan, you're not funny. She says, wait, Cam Newton signed with the Colts?
No,
sweet. That didn't happen, right?
Not to my knowledge. No,
it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Big George says, can we talk about you, Darvish, giving up 6 runs today against the Diamondbacks?
Yeah, it's getting shelled. Or he was.
Hugh Darvish. The gift that keeps on giving. Senior Wake and Bake says, what's good, fellas? Hey, Randy, get off my lawn. What's up with the misplaced aggression, Randy? Dude was a Diamondback and they didn't suck right now. Would that be any different?
Yes.
That's what everybody's saying. Big Risk says, Big Risk is in his house. Sounds like someone sipping on some haterade there. Ohtani is the MVP right now. It'll be easy if you just accept it, Randy.
Well, I don't have to accept it because I don't like what the sports writers are doing. I can give you 5 other players that could be the MVP of this league, and Shohei Ohtani's not one of them.
Fubar 1000 says, you know how them sports writers ripped Roger Maris and praised Mickey Mantle, all because Maris didn't talk to the media. Again, sports writers suck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll give you that. And listen, I'm no fan of the sports writers. And in fact, what I have noticed about Ohtani has zero to do with sports writers. It has everything to do with there are things he's accomplishing, and I'm noticing them. That's all. Jeff the Tip says, pork rinds go best with a 50-50 mixture of pure organic apple cider and Everclear. Sounds about right.
Interesting.
If it ain't going to make you blind drunk and really worry about the fact you might be risking your life, it's not good enough to cover up the taste of a pork rind. You like the pork rinds? Do you like the pork rinds, Eric?
No, I've never had it, actually.
Yeah, it's
never had pork rinds?
It is. It's like eating somebody else's sunburn. That's all I'm going to say about that. I tried it once. And I was just like, why is this? And then I realized, they use pigs for when they're doing research, criminology, the CSI guys are like, how could this have happened? They use a pig as a human body as an example to see what happens in decomposition or if you shoot something, whatever. And all those thoughts went through my head as I took a bite of a pork rind once. It was like, it's pig skin. That's all that is pig skin. So yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Kiss the Cook says, everybody, shh. Randy is having a bad elf day. Call me elf again.
Wow.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and change the subject now. No more Shohei Ohtani, but shh is the right way to go if you're watching golf. I was once in a commercial for golf marshals. They were trying to recruit golf marshals, and it aired on the Golf Channel for a long time. I was supposed to play a golfer, and I went out there, and they're like, okay, well, we've decided we want you to be the golfer. And I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how to golf. I said, because they're like, you have to swing, just go ahead and just tee off right there so we can get a shot of that. And I'm like, it ain't going to look right. And so we had a conversation, and they're like, you know what? Your honesty is so refreshing. You can play the caddy. You still get the same amount of money, which wasn't bad money, by the way. And that kid over there, he'll be the golfer. Okay, cool. So I was the palest caddy you've ever seen in a commercial.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, this must be from Scotland. No. Anyway, so the marshal's job at golf is to be shh. They hold a little sign that says "Shut the hell up" and
be quiet, y'all.
Be still. All that sort of thing, and then they make sure nobody jumps over the rope. That kind of like security.
You get to carry a gun.
Nice. That'd be nice.
A gun and maybe a taser and one of those billy clubs. I like one of those.
All of the above. If you're asking me, yeah. But I don't know what they were.
I'd be the best damn golf marshal there is.
Well, you'd probably pull out your sidearm because PGA Tour has now said that they are going to eject fans for yelling Brooksy at Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what a little soft snowflake. This is what they call in Letterkenny super soft. It's a super soft deal, like 10 ply right there. Bryson DeChambeau, he gets real butthurt so he goes, Brooksy. They call him that just to get in his head, right? Because of his little tiff with Brooks Koepka. And so now they've said, well, the heckling has escalated and now we just won't have it. I think this is just garbage. It's the softest thing I think I've heard in a long time. There's one guy, you can't go, Brooksy. You can't even say it to him or you'll get thrown off the greens.
And it's crazy? The match was over when the guy yelled it. It wasn't like he did it in the middle of his swing or even in between holes. It was over.
They're just walking along and goes, Brooksy.
Yep. And then Bryson DeChambeau turns around and says, you know what? No, you get the hell out of there. And he sicked the golf marshals on him.
I just like you could go, Brooksy, and all of a sudden they're tackling you like you just tried to assassinate the president. Well, yeah. So now it's the real deal. It's going to be interesting to see what happens at the East Lake Golf Club during the Tour Championship. And yeah, somebody's gonna. You can't put that out there. And by the way, if you're going to ban somebody from anything, you're really going to cover all the interests? Seriously? You can't ban anybody from anything if you're honest. If I want to go to that football game, I'll go to that football game. It's not like the security guards are all sitting there with a picture of me going, go on in. Go on in. Wait a minute.
You look like the guy.
No, they just make sure you don't have a Gatling gun or something in your fanny pack. And then they're like, get in there. They don't care. $10 an hour guy at the gate going the wand, pretending to care if you have metal on you. He's not going to care if you got banned or not. You can't get a season ticket. That's it.
And it's not the biggest threat for golf, because as long as you're not banned from, like, I don't know, the Masters or something, there's a million golf courses, a bunch of tournaments a year. You can just go to those. Yeah. Okay, I'm banned from one golf course. Okay. I mean, I'll call you Brooksy on another one.
The PGA Tour says, well, we'll ban you from all the events. Prove it. Show me how that works.
You make a great point, though, Keon, because there was nothing going on. There was no competition going on, and somebody yelled out Brooksy. And for Bryson DeChambeau to get all upset, this takes me back when one of the tournaments, or the recent tournaments, he got mad because he blamed his club because he was hitting it all over.
That's right.
He wasn't hitting the fairways. He was driving it left, driving it right. Welcome to golf, Bryson DeChambeau. And then he upset his sponsor, his club sponsor, by saying, well, it's we can't seem to get the shape right on the club. And as a result, I'm hitting it all. Yeah, give me a break. Bryson DeChambeau, he needs to mature a little bit, grow up a little bit, and pull on his big boy pants.
Never going to happen.
Kiss the Cook says East Lake, a bunch of stuffed shirts. Best heckling event coming up, though. The Ryder Cup. You're right.
That's true, man.
And Good Cat's right, too. Wait till he goes to the Waste Management Open. You might want to just skip that one because it's nonstop out there. The Waste Management Phoenix Open. You have not lived until you've watched a little golf there. I don't really know golf that well. I've not learned how to golf yet. But when we were out there on the 16th green and we're watching some of this, and I'm watching the crowd, everybody's being cool, but there is a lot of chitter chatter going on out there. And it's just a party. Sometimes it's not even aimed at the golfers. It's just like, I think maybe I should, I was like, you're a bride, really meant something to me. And the golfer kind of looks over.
Like, that's more distracting than the
good.
heckling.
It's good. Okay, can I go ahead and do this now? So, it's a total party. So, yeah, if Bryson DeChambeau can't handle being called Brooks, then you know what? Find another line of work.
I'm telling you, because I follow Bryson DeChambeau because he's the most interesting person in golf to me, because he is the softest person in golf. A sport that no one expects you to be tough in, and he's the softest guy in it. And it's funny, all of the things, like if you just Google Bryson DeChambeau problems, the issues that he's had in the past with people saying things, even in that match when Patrick Cantlay, who was in the tie break with him, was walking off to the side, not in his field of vision, not in front of him. He just turns to Patrick and goes, Patrick, can you stop walking? Walking where? He's not even in front of you. Like, he's allowed to walk off to the side.
Bob, can you stop breathing?
But Bryson DeChambeau is mentally fragile. Mentally fragile.
Super duper soft. Listen, golf, soft. And if you are super duper soft in golf, how soft are you? You are beyond soft.
I got to tell you, it reminds me of a story. I was playing golf with a friend of mine, and we were in a threesome with a guy we didn't know, and he was taking this game way too seriously. We go out there, we hit the ball. We know we're not in the PGA. We know we're not playing for $1 million a putt, and this guy, he was dressed accordingly. He had the shoes, he had the equipment and all this business. So one time we all hit on the green and he was putting for birdie. Well, I was behind him out of his vision, standing on the other side of the golf cart. I wasn't even on the green, and I had already putted out. And I was just kind of practice swinging. The guy stops, stands up, turns around, looks at me and says, "Are you going to stop that?" And I'm like, "Dude, you can see me. I'm not even making any noise." And he's like, "Are you going to stop that?" Go ahead and putt, sir.
To be fair, I have amazing peripheral vision. So
there is no way this guy could have seen me. No
all
way.
right, fair enough. Fair enough. He just probably could just barely hear you.
Well, I was standing
the
probably
background.
30 feet. I was off the green on the other side
You know what
of the
it
golf
is?
cart.
He probably walked up there and you were doing it, and then when he turned, he just knew you were still back there doing it for whatever reason it bothered.
Well, it was anyway.
He's super
bottom
soft,
line,
is what I'm saying.
Golf, it tends to be. There are people in golf that tend to be that way. Just very.
Them blue bears going around wiping their butt with the tissue that Charmin Northern, whatever it is, not even as soft as golf.
Bryson DeChambeau is the kid that was playing PlayStation when he was a kid, and then he was just losing all the time. And he threw his controller and said, "The game's cheating."
Yeah.
And he grew up like that, and nothing's ever changed.
Hackers, you hacked. You definitely hacked it. Oh, that's a good question, Fed fan. She says, "Can I carry a sign that says Brooksy and not get kicked out?" That's a good question.
Not saying it.
But I would tell you something, Fed fan. If I was there and I saw you with a sign that said Brooksy, I'd stand behind you and go, "Brooksy!" And then you'd be thrown out. Because they wouldn't see me. They see you with the sign, and then you'd be like, "No, it was the guy behind me." "Yeah, right, lady. Let's go. Come on, let's go." soft golf. All right, we got to take a break. We come back. Let's talk some Super Bowl odds. That's right. Season hasn't even started yet. The Caesar books have put out their salad. I don't know. I don't know anything about betting either. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Labor Day savings inside the Home Depot means something different once you're back out there doing. For example, in here, it's a wide selection of top-rated appliances. But out there, it's your home running like a well-oiled machine. Order in-store, online, or in the Home Depot app and get free delivery and flexible installation. So you save money and time. Right now, you can save big on a new Samsung kitchen package at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid through September 15th, 2021. U.S. only while supplies last. See store for details.
Allstate now has deeper savings, and deeper savings require deep thoughts and a deep voice, like mine. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise, and save even more for driving safely. Visit allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. As someone once said, saving today is money tomorrow. That's deep.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Contractors, listen up. This is Bruce Jacobs. Are you missing out on jobs due to lack of bonding? When your current bonding holds you back, call Arizona's #1 bond managers at Constructors Bonding. They have the market relationships and expertise to take you where you want to go, serving all types of contractors of any size and license in all states. When you need better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding, 602-432-5929, or visit cbialliance.com.
We're on a mission to connect every Arizona service member, veteran, and their families to the support and resources they deserve. If you or someone you know needs assistance with benefits, health care and wellness, employment, or housing, visit connectveterans.org or call 866-4AZ-VETS right now to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Arizona Coalition for Military Families, the Arizona Department of Veterans Services, and Arizona's Be Connected partners.
Bruce and Dale here. Remember, football is starting soon, and your exclusive home for the NFL and Super Bowl 56, The Fanatic, wants to make your business a part of the act.
Advertise your business on all the primetime NFL games during the regular season.
Your custom-produced radio commercial will air 2, even 3 times in every game.
Plus, your business is branded during dozens of weekly NFL promos on the station, stream, app, and website.
And you'll get commercials read live during our morning and afternoon drive shows.
Plus, get 5 extra daily spots throughout the week and matching spots on our live stream website and on the 1580 The Fanatic Sports app.
You can even lock your competition out of this offer with our category exclusive option plan.
All this for our best deal ever.
Go to 1580thefanatic.com for all the info and details.
Don't get a delay of game penalty.
Go to 1580thefanatic.com and get in the game today.
Your home for sports.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Justin and Glender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. That's right. We're your home for the NFL and a whole lot of other stuff. We're your home for NASCAR. We're your home for pickleball. We're your home for
pickleball,
yelling Brooksy at DeChambeau. We're your home for everything sports. That's damn right. In fact, on Friday, we're your home for the AIA. We got a football game for you, St. Mary versus Brophy Prep at 7 p.m. Then on Saturday, we got college football, LSU at UCLA at 7 p.m. Sunday, things have changed. We were going to have Notre Dame for you, but now we got the Rattlers. They are playing in the playoffs, so that game is on Sunday at 3 p.m. here on 1580 The Fanatic. So very exciting times here on the radio station. And, of course, next Thursday, we are 1 week, 1 day away from the NFL season starting with Thursday night football. So, yes, things is getting good, Randy.
Yeah, things, it's that time of year. Things are starting to pick up. And as the Rattlers continue their quest for another championship in the Indoor Football League, the NASCAR's got their playoffs going on. It's going to get very exciting from here on out, culminating in November out here at Phoenix Raceway. They got the football starting up.
Mm-hmm.
The golf championship is this week with all the guys playing in this golf tournament for the FedEx Cup championship. It's crazy.
And by the way, if you haven't yet, go to 1580thefanatic.com and make sure you are all set to go for the Harmon Solar NFL Fan Pick'em contest because you could win $1,580 if you get first place, $500 for second place. I have been told there will be weekly prizes. And one of the things that I know a lot of you guys are worried about is, will Radio Ron pony up another 30 pack of Bud Light for like a third place prize? I bet he will. I got to talk. I haven't had a chance to talk to him about it yet, but he's always good for a 30 pack. But if you take too long coming to the station to pick it up, it becomes a 29 pack. Then it becomes like a 25 pack.
Yeah.
Then it's a 14 pack. And then, basically just nobody answers the door.
The rule of sevens comes into play real heavy with that.
Radio Ron is OCD in the way he drinks his alcohol. So, yeah, there's always going to be a pattern. So my advice is just come pick it up when you're supposed to, pick it up when you're supposed to. Let's see. Just a tip. You're never going to talk me into liking pork rinds. It's not going to happen. He says, hey, you forgot to add a light dusting with your rub on the pork rinds.
Ooh.
It's not going to help. It's always going to be skin. That's the skin of another thing. And it's like the same reason I can't eat cow tongue. I can't eat something that's been in somebody else's mouth. Forget it. I ain't doing it. I don't care how good you think it tastes. I'm out.
You like the eggs, though?
I do like the eggs. Listen, I enjoy a good chicken abortion anytime. Listen, I am pro-choice when it comes to an omelet. Okay, don't write to life me when I'm sitting there trying to have my breakfast burrito. Okay,
it started out very vague and sort of dark today, hasn't it, Keon? And it's just kind of
and it's sort of continuing in a way that
going right down that,
I find a little surprising.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
You're surprised? You've been here long enough where you shouldn't be. Fish Tank says, sounds like old Brooksy there needs to just go to anger management class and everyone can have fun again at a sport that's already damn boring to watch. Big Risk says, the hot and spicy pork rinds are amazing. Still skin. He says, mix it with ramen, refried beans, chili, squeezed cheese, some jalapenos, some meat, whether it's sausage or chicken. Sounds like you're trying to drown the pork rind in another dish. He says, don't add the rinds until there's about a minute left in your microwave. You want it to be wet, but not like soup. That way you can throw it all in a tortilla. I learned that on a 6-year vacation.
Wow.
I think his vacation might have been at the Gray Bar Hotel.
Could have been.
Distinctly possible.
Whatever the case, Big Risk, that's nasty. Kiss the Cook says, okay, you heard it here. Brooksy shirts will be sold for the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Oh, people will be wearing Brooksy. Oh, Radio Ron he's a prince among men.
Yeah.
He just texted him. He says, I'm thinking Coors Light this year. That is at least better than Bud Light, even though it's still, more water than anything. But in Colorado, they got nice clean water. So Coors Light, a 30 pack of Coors Light, I know that's got to be more expensive than Bud Light. And I think it's actually more appreciated. What do you call Coors Light? What's their slogan? The silver bullet?
Yes.
Yes. That's better than Bud Light, isn't it?
Yes.
How much better? Is it like Walmart and then no, now we've got Target, or is it Walmart and now we got Kohl's?
You're a Guinness guy, and you despise Coors Light and
I don't
anything to do
understand these
with,
things. They're all
Bud Light.
watery. I don't know.
Yeah, but I personally like the Coors Light. I like the Silver Bullet. I think it's a wonderful beer. I've been drinking it for many years now.
I'm just trying to make a comparison of quality.
Coors Light is in my opinion, is the best beer you could get. I started in, as a young pup, 18-year-old playing ball. It was Coors Light.
Listen,
and here I am today.
I'm not trying to compare it to the best beer God ever allowed to be made on the planet, Guinness.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is what is the distance between Bud Light and Coors Light in quality and in flavor and in wonderfulness.
I think it's like a Ford Chevy type of thing. It's a preference thing.
Oh, so they're both garbage. All right. Well, see, I didn't know that. I thought maybe Coors Light was better. So, yeah. If you'd have said Dodge, well, then now I'd get it. Yeah. Mr. Pringle says, instead of saying Brooksy, can you yell jackass like on Happy Gilmore? I think you can. Jackass.
How about instead of Brooksy, everybody says Cooksy?
Cooksy. Cooksy. Looksy. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie.
Oopsie.
Hey, Randy, what do you say we go get thrown out of the PGA Tour there?
I'd love it, Jeffco. Let's do it.
Like, here's what it is. I think, you know what we do for charity, right?
Yeah.
We say, all right, we're going to go over to the East Lake Golf Club, Randy and I. And for every minute we don't get thrown out, how much money do you pledge? You know, because I guarantee you, we will be doing our best to be thrown out the entire time. You know,
think East Lake is anything like the Phoenix Open?
I don't know.
Do they have an owner's tent?
If they're going to ban people, I doubt it's as good as Phoenix Open.
I remember walking into the owner's tent with Radio Ron, but I don't remember what happened after that.
You know how they had those little bungee leashes for kids for a minute? Yeah. I'll attach you to one of those, and the other one to my belt to make sure I don't lose you on this one.
There we go. Thanks, Jeffco.
Just saying.
Thank you. Can always count on you.
Good Cat says Lay's released a new flavor for Cowboy fans.
What's it called? Sadness?
No, bag of D's. Kiss the Cook says, I read that. Sorry about that. Baker's Cocky Hen says Vlad Jr. is the MVP.
I would agree.
Is that Dracula's kid?
No, it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, he didn't say the whole thing, did he?
Yeah, Vladdy Jr.
Fubar 1000 says, so if I win third place, can I donate the 30-pack to, say, the homeless? Dude, you do whatever you want. You can go out and hand it out one beer at a time. It's your 30-pack. You do what you want. And Radio Ron says, there may be even fewer of them left. Just saying, because I guess he likes Coors Light better than Bud Light. Big George says Bud Light's like castles and coasters. Coors Light is like Disneyland of beers.
There we go.
Yeah, he said Ford and Chevy. So unless you really hate either Ford and Chevy, Randy's description does not match what you just said. And I don't think reality matches what you just said, Big George. Kiss the Cook says hello and welcome to today's anger management group. Please introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Bryson. Hi, Brooksy.
And then he just loses it.
Senior Wake and Bake says, not really a beer drinker or a pee drinker either. So, yeah, Coors Night's lasting. He says, has anyone picked up Newton yet? Has anybody picked up Cam Newton yet? Is he on a team yet?
Still a free agent,
Still a free agent?
I know.
I saw he got dropped by somebody in our league. But...
Yeah, it's embarrassing. They had him to begin with. We all knew it was going to be Mac Jones. Everybody thinks, I'm going to get this guy, and it's going to be the secret weapon. No, I'm an idiot. Click.
Your secret weapon's got to be a young guy. So if you choose to go with
gotta be a rookie.
Trey Lance or somebody, then yeah,
gotta be a rookie. Mile High Guy says, make it a 30-pack of Coors Banquet beer, and I'll go all out for third place. You know, I think that we could take requests at some reasonable requests. I don't know. We came across a 30-pack of Bud Light that one time. I don't know if Radio Ron is willing to take requests, but we could make it your favorite beer within reason, because then somebody's gonna say, I bought this 30 pack of so and so, which is only available in Dubai, and it's delivered to you by a sheik. Yeah, no, it's not what we're going to do.
Delivered by a sheik in a Rolls Royce.
You know what? No, you're getting the damn Bud Light or Coors Light. We'll give you the receipt. You can go to Bevmo and do whatever you want. Boogie says Bishop Sycamore has signed Cam Newton to a 1-year deal.
Hey, there we go.
He's going back to high school-ish, sort of. Well, that whole story just gets worse and worse, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a high school JUCO.
They have fired their coach, and who, by the way, has warrants. And I'm not making that up. And the whole thing, somebody took a Google Street View of the address, and it just looks like an apartment building. It's just getting worse and worse. And ESPN, don't you dare call yourself a news gathering organization ever. Don't
ever again.
I mean, how are they even on right now? They should all be wearing masks, not because of COVID, because it's shame. They should be wearing masks of shame on there for how bad they blew that.
Real question about the coach of Bishop Sycamore.
Yeah.
They fired him.
Yeah.
Was he ever really the coach?
That's the thing. And he's also in trouble for scamming somebody out of $100,000. So
a church.
Yeah. So he's scamming people for the school he's in there. And I think that was just a fake firing, you know, to look, we've done a thing. Nah, everything's fine here. No, the whole thing is a mess. But again, scam artists going to do what scam artists going to do. ESPN. That's where the focus needs to stay on how stupid ESPN is for letting that get out of control. You can't do research on the team. There's a red flag. One of these guys should have said, hey, boss, I don't see where this school is. There's no information. That player over there, he's 38 years old. This doesn't look right. The fact that ESPN still aired that game, that's where the focus should be. The rest is just fun. Fish Tank says, well, I know we'll get there eventually, but please explain to me why the Niners are as high as they are to win the Super Bowl. Oh, that's right. We're going to talk about the odds for the Super Bowl in the Caesar Sportsbook. Right now, who do you think is at the very bottom of the barrel in the odds to win the Super Bowl this year? Right
Houston
now.
Texans.
You are correct. Nicely done. Did
Thank
you
you.
already have it up on your screen? Or?
No, I did not. No, I took a guess. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Who is second to last place?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
They are actually fourth from last place.
Really?
Detroit Lions are second to last place. 20,000 plus 20,000. Is that 20,000 to 1? Or is that, how's that work? I'm not good with the odds and stuff. We usually have people here who know gambling, but I guess you don't.
I only vaguely know.
All right.
So
well,
when I have the app open and I put the money in, then it tells me how much I get back. I don't really know off the top of my head.
what is plus 20,000? Is that 200 to 1 or is that 20,000 to 1?
If it's 20,000, I think it's 2,000 to 1. The odds are 2,000 to 1 at Detroit Lions.
Why do they make this easier to read? Anyway, so yeah, who is the top of the barrel? Who has the best odds to win the Super Bowl this year?
Kansas City Chiefs.
You are correct at plus 500.
Wow, I've got 2 in a row.
Yep. Who's after that? Who's after them?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You are correct.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Me and Keon, team win on that one.
Who's after that?
The Buffalo Bills.
You are correct.
Wait,
you're looking at it.
No,
he's looking at it.
What, looking at it where? I don't have anything.
Buffalo Bills.
Now, fourth in line
yeah,
is one of those things where you're going to be surprised. Who is plus 1,400
to win the Super Bowl? Plus 1,400.
They're fourth on this list.
It's not San Francisco, is it?
Yes.
Oh no. Really?
San Francisco, Green Bay Packers, and this one was a shocker. Los Angeles Rams. Boy, they really do believe in Matt Stafford over there at the Caesar Sportsbook.
Yeah,
But
they sure do.
The 49ers, I think what got them that high in the rankings, they got 2 quarterbacks.
Well, yeah.
And they're going to start them both.
You're right. Radio Ron says this week Safeway Albertsons has 30 packs of Bud, Coors Light, Miller for $15.80.
No kidding.
How appropriate.
I'll be right. I'll be right back.
Radio Ron is not necessarily a celebrity spokesman for Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Lite, or Albertsons Safeway, but he wishes he was.
I might be a little late for the start of the hour.
But Randy, it can wait. It's going to be on sale all week.
I got somewhere to go.
Oh, brother. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Are you looking for a rewarding new career? Join the United States Postal Service and apply for roles nationwide. Serve your community with pride and receive benefits, including competitive pay and opportunities for advancement. Whether you're looking for full-time, part-time, or seasonal positions, we have options that may be perfect for you. The United States Postal Service is an equal opportunity employer. Apply now at usps.com/careers.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. And listen, we've all been hearing about Valley Medical weight loss for quite some time now. We've been hearing about how easy they make it to lose weight and keep it off. And we've been hearing about how convenient it is to visit one of their 3 Valley locations. And we've heard these other guys on the radio station here have success. Yeah, I've heard about it too. So I've joined in and I've already lost 6 pounds in just a couple of weeks. I am so glad I gave Valley Medical weight loss a try, and you will be too. Check them out at valleymedicalweightloss.com. And remember, mention Fanatic and you'll get your first week free.
Does your company need bonds? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than any competitor anywhere. Our relationships with every major surety get you the credit you need fast, and we never stop working to exceed your expectations. Call me personally at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution to better bonds.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. Coming up on Thursday at 1 p.m., ASU season openers, Thursday night. We'll preview the game, look at the Pac-12 as a whole, and make some predictions. NFL news while we were waiting for the season to start. Major League Baseball standings are tightening up again as we head toward the playoffs, so we'll take a look. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event, Thursday, 1 p.m. on 1580, 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
Today, someone will clearly understand their doctor because they have an Arizona licensed American Sign Language interpreter at the appointment. Today, someone will use a voice amplifying device to have a meaningful conversation. Today, someone among the more than 1 million deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind Arizonans will enjoy greater accessibility and effective communication thanks to the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing. To learn more, visit acdhh.org, sponsored by the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing.
AZ Preps 365 is your headquarters for all things high school sports in Arizona. Brett Quintine, James Mello, and Jose Garcia keep you up to speed with all the action, highlights, interviews, and insider information for the prep sports scene. You need to tune in to AZ Preps 365 every Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your new home for sports, 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic. And always on at 1580thefanatic.com. KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And, boy, I just want to go back to Radio Ron's text from before the end of the hour there. It went right by us. Listen to this again. This week, that means all week long, Randy, so you don't have to run out of the studio.
Yeah. Thanks for texting me, reminding me.
Safeway Albertsons had its 30 packs of Bud, Coors, and Miller for $15.80. $15.80. Like it was supposed to be $15.80 the Fanatic promotion or something there.
Yeah.
And that's what he was saying. It was appropriate. And he says Radio Run is not a celebrity spokesman for Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, or Albertsons or Safeway, but wishes he was.
Yeah.
We all wish we were. Sure. Why not?
Right.
Anyway, so that's pretty cool. 1580. Yeah. How often do you see 1580 pop up in regular life? I wonder.
Well, I don't see that very often unless I'm at the palatial studios of the Fanatic and
it's
Money
everywhere
Radio.
here.
Yeah, because it's all over the place there.
We should have people send us pictures of when it's 1580 at the cash register or 1580 at the gas pump or 1580 on their thermostat, that sort of thing. I mean, 1580 on your thermostat, we're all dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
even if it's 158.0, we're all dead.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to send that picture in. But I'll tell you what, that's an idea right there. A promotional idea is just get people to send us pictures of 1580 wherever that they might see it out in the wild. It's kind of like when you go to the cash register and they ring it up and you didn't do it on purpose, but it's $32 even. Like even.
Wow.
Like no change. It's like, wait, what?
Do you guys play that game at the gas pump where you try to end on a zero? I do that all the time.
Me too. Yeah.
Well, it's not hard to do, Randy.
No, you just you got to go from a full
not
bar,
going,
and you got to be looking at the thing, and you got to hit it just right, bing, like that. Ooh, that's tough to do.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a lot of time. I just set it and forget it because I'm trying to fill the damn thing.
Yeah,
not trying to win a contest against myself.
I try to play games. It helps me get through life. A little happier, a little cheerier.
Well, I'll tell you. Then there's a new game for you. Trying to come up with things out in the wild that say 1580.
1580.
Yeah.
All right.
Like 1.580 or 15.80 or 158.0. Whatever combination of things.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a fun contest.
1580.
I don't know what prize we could give away, but that sounds fun.
Well, if I'm going to spend time doing that, I am going to expect extra compensation.
You're getting zilch because you, again, Randy, are not eligible to win any contests or prizes that we, do contests for here on the radio station.
Then I won't be doing that. Are you okay in there?
Yeah, I was just getting buzzed by a bug. Yeah, it was funny because Chief sent me a text saying, hey, can we get an exterminator in here? And I says, why? Bruce won't leave on his own? And I guess we do need to get the pest control guys in here because something just buzzed the tower here on me. 888-368-1580. Fed fan says your beer would taste even better if you got it for 99. That's a good point. $9.93. Like 99.3 FM.
Oh, yeah.
Or even better, Fed fan, if it was $9.59, 95.9. Yeah. Just saying. Skull already claims that whatever we're doing is rigged. In fact, that's the last 3 texts he's sent in. Rigged. Boogie says, I do it all the time, Randy. It's like being in a casino. I always know when it's about full there. So boom.
Yeah, you try to hit it right on the zero.
How often do you win that?
Not very odd. I'm about 30% of the time I get.
So at that point, then you just fill it up the rest of the way, or do you walk away with whatever gas you've got?
Oh no, I finish I finish filling it up, but I try to before it clicks off, you're getting up towards the top of the tank there. And you want to play a little game there, kind of kill a second or two, try to stop it on the zero. I do that all the time.
This is going to be my
competition.
Second time saying this, but holy crap, John McEnroe looks old. When did that happen? When did he become that guy?
Well, as what an angry ball he is, wouldn't you expect that to happen?
No, it aged him fast. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. The Big Risk says you'd win however much the plus is for every dollar you bet. For negatives, you have to bet that amount to win $1. I still don't understand how it works.
The Big Risk, I think, is applying to be our betting expert here on the Daily Blender.
So 20,000. So it says plus 20,000. Is that then 20,000 to 1? Or do you drop 2 zeros? Is there a decimal? I don't know how to
$1 to win 20,000 because I'm in on that one.
I don't know. King of Kitten says Diamondbacks win. Yes, Diamondbacks win. And he says, by the way, about the beer, while they all have distinctive and yet different flavors, Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, all similar in quality and price. Not bad, but definitely not the best. That was a very measured way of explaining that. Have we asked Keon what he drinks? I don't remember if we asked him.
Yes, we have. Keon is not much of a drinker, as I recall. Right. He's a very occasional, seldom drinker. Am I telling the truth there,
You are telling the absolute truth, Randy.
The total truth. The teetotaling truth.
I listen when Keon speaks. I listen when Keon speaks.
His name's Keon?
Yeah.
Oh. Fubar 1000 says, by the way, did I mention how stupid sports writers are? Stephen A. Smith is so stupid. He went on a rant about how well Hunter Henry was playing, all the while Hunter Henry had been on the IR for 4 weeks. How stupid is that? By the way, ESPN sucks. Go ASU.
Thank you.
All right. Cheese Skulls Burner says, well, here's why, guys. ESPN is owned by Disney, and the next game they're going to show is Texas 7-man with the 7 Dwarfs. Taking it in the Smurfs there. They'll be broadcasting it with Joe Buck calling the game.
Excuse me?
He's smoking a lot of something. There is some smoking going on right there. Just saying. He says he's picking up quarterback Art Schlichter. And he's going to pick up Detroit Kickers today, by the way.
Art Schlichter.
Is there really a guy named Art Schlichter? By the way, how dumb are you cutting
Me?
both your kickers and
me?
Yeah,
You're saying me?
not having a kicker. Have they picked up any kickers in Detroit yet?
I think they did that for a reason, and I think that was to free up a roster spot, and they're going to sign one of their
somebody's best explanation, but still.
I think they're going. I don't think they did what they needed to do to get an extra roster spot. Now they're going to sign one of those. Both those guys were average at best. Zane Gonzalez is not going to set the world on fire.
Well, what's funny is how bad does that hurt your feelings? You're one of those 2 kickers. You're like, all right, so basically, I'm sorry, guys, we're going to have to cut you. Oh, who are you bringing in? Nobody. Wait, what? You are so bad. Nobody is better than you.
You were competing for a starting job, and you were so bad, nobody won the job.
Right.
I mean,
0% of people are going to kick for this team if it's down to you or you.
So you're a kicker, and you're making a living being a kicker in the NFL. Boy, why do you care if you get released or not? Somebody's going to pick up a kicker, and if it's you, then you get to go on being a kicker. And if not, you get to leave and go sell insurance.
Yeah,
or be a real estate agent or something.
Being replaced by nothing.
Well, they're going to have to bring a kicker.
They literally
hurt my feelings.
If you were the last kicker on earth, we wouldn't sign
That's
you.
right. No, sorry. We're just not going to kick.
We would sign an otter before we signed you to kick this football.
We're going to have a guy carry the football and hand it to the other team. There'll be no kickoffs. Here, go give it to that guy. Oh, here you go. There'll be no kicking. And punts? No, we're going for a 4th down. We're going to get a 2-point conversion every time. And that's just the way the game's going to go. Sorry. We are not kicking the ball. That's how bad the both of you are. Walk away in shame. Go back to playing soccer or doing whatever meaningless thing kickers do. Sad. What's that? Radio Ron says Art Schlichter was a Colts wide back.
Schlichter.
And he was released from jail yesterday. What? Quarterback. He was a quarterback. Well, you put in here WB, so I was like, wide back? I didn't know what that stands for.
Wide back.
Bruno Baller says, you ever seen pork rinds being made? They look like chiclets being tossed into a deep fryer and they pop up as pork rinds. Yeah, that's the how it's made. I'm not going to watch on the Science Channel. Boop, 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 boop. Nope. Click. Hamilton Porter says, seriously, how much do you have to suck to be a practice squad kicker? Well, I mean,
I don't think they don't carry a practice squad kicker, do they?
Yeah, well, actually they do. Zane Gonzalez. He actually did get to stick around and be their practice squad kicker, which could lead to the idea that whole roster idea might be true. And then they'll bring him back up from the practice squad.
See, now that baffles me. If you're only allowed to have, and I heard this somewhere the other day, so help me if I'm wrong here. I thought you could only have like 11 or 10 or 11 guys on as a practice squad as that you could bring up. I didn't think you could keep to like 22 guys, defense and offense. I think you have this practice squad that plays both ways, right?
I don't think so.
Really?
I think I don't know what the size of a practice squad is, but I don't know where you're getting your numbers there. No, Keon's looking it up. He'll tell us. Skull, congratulations. He says, I haven't had a drink since last Friday.
That's fantastic, Skull.
I don't think you get a chip for that, but good luck. Fish Tank says, all right, no, it's how much you win if you bet 100. So the Chiefs plus 500 means you bet 100, you get 500. All right, so 20,000 means if I bet 100 on them to win, then I'll get 20,000. Is that what that means? Okay, I think I've got this. Big George says, what happened to Phoenix Pest Control? They used to be the official pet. They still are, and we're going to call them. there, and we're going to call him. He says, if Radio Ron wants to get real fancy, make it a 30-pack of Coors Light in metal pints. Those keep the beer as cold as the Rockies. I have no idea what you're talking about, and probably the answer is no. Ken Kitten says, grocery store promotions and the weekly advertising flyers usually start on Wednesdays, and they last till Tuesday. Yeah, you're fine, Randy. You got plenty of time.
All right.
Boogie says, do you know how to not miss a single field goal? You just don't kick any. That's it. That's brilliance on their part. They'll have the highest field goal kicking percentage of any team in the league.
Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions thinking 10 steps ahead.
Yeah, 10 steps ahead. Not in the direction anybody wants to go, but still 10 steps ahead. Beer Bob says, you don't like the drink, huh, Keon? Just when I thought they finally hired somebody cool. Yeah, you let that out of the bag. Yeah, I didn't know you were a communist, Keon. Beer Bob
is a communist.
Beer Bob, you have to understand, he's a distributor.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's very disappointed and sad right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I will occasionally, patronize you, but I can't constantly.
Why would you patronize the super fans?
Patronize as in buy, as a patron.
It sounds like you're talking down to Beer Bob there. No wonder Beer Bob's starting to not like you. Chief Skull, he sends in, what's this? Yeah. Oh, that guy. Did I say his name wrong? Schlichter. Yeah, that's the guy who went to prison. Yeah, he's now in Ohio on parole. Yeah. What was he in for?
Financial fraud.
Schlichter. With a name like Schlichter, you wouldn't expect that. Fubar 1000 says, I think the Lions just picked up Cam Newton as their new kicker. Sounds about right.
Could be.
Shooter McGavin says, I'll make it easy for you guys. Plus 110 means you bet 100, you win 110. Minus 110 means you bet $110 to win 100. Yeah, all right. I'll still forget. Scratch Me Because says the Lions should sign Gus, the field goal kicking mule.
Yeah. Pretty sure that'd be a good one right there.
I think that's legal. Last Optimist says, I'm surprised Belichick didn't try to save a roster spot by having Brady punt all the time. Yeah, Brady can't move. He's an immovable object. You know that. Watermelon says, hey, Jeffrey, are they holding tryouts for that kicker position? I feel like I might have a chance. Well, if you think you can kick, you better get yourself out there. Mr. Wilbur says a practice squad kicker simply means he has his foot where it doesn't belong, but that's typical for a Tempe kicker. Huh? What are you talking about? I know you're a fan of a team that doesn't play very good football. But after a 77-7 loss,
be careful.
Should you really even be trying to make funny? Boogie says you don't need field goals when you're biting kneecaps.
Yep.
The Big Risk says, all right, don't read my thing about betting. My bookies are different. Wait, what? King Kitten says plus 20,000 is 200 to 1. Okay, so if I drop the last two zeros, then I have what it is to 1. So 200 to 1. That's all I was looking for there. Randy, 2 Coors Light beers, please. And I'll have Keon's too. Okay. All right. Hamilton Porter says, I think the Lions are in talks with garbage picking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And you guys want to know where the Cardinals are on this list?
87th.
Right below the Colts in the middle. So it is 35 to 1 for the Colts. It is 41 for the Arizona Cardinals. So that's where
40 to 1.
40 to 1. So right down in the damn middle, both our teams side by side, mediocre in the middle, according to the Caesar Sportsbook. Now, people who are in worse shape than the Colts and the Cardinals, Vikings, Broncos, Steelers, Bears, Washington football team.
I figured.
Surprisingly higher than I thought they'd be. Atlanta Falcons, Panthers, Raiders, Eagles, Giants, Bengals, Jaguars, Jets, then Lions and Texans. Right in the damn middle, both teams. You think the Colts would have been higher than that? Oh, I don't know. If I had a quarterback, just saying.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
You have a quarterback. He's on the COVID protocol, though.
So why are the Arizona Cardinals so low? Because your quarterback is not on the COVID protocol.
For the opposite reason that the Washington football team is higher than you think. Washington's division stinks. Arizona's division is really, really tough.
So it's not that the Cardinals are a bad team. It's just with the Rams and the 49ers.
And the Sea Chickens.
And the Sea Chickens, who are 25 to 1. They're up there in the top 10. Okay. Well, all right. That starts to make a little more sense now. That does. I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised though to see the 49ers up there like that. I really am.
They have a pretty good team. They've got a pretty good defense. They've got a pretty good offense. It depends on how they come out of the gate. But it doesn't surprise me.
I feel like they'll come out of the gate like they always do, making mistakes.
But if they're healthy, they may not make as many mistakes as they did the last couple of years. Bosa's coming back on the defensive side of the ball. There are a lot of good things going for the Niners.
Papa Mike says, if the Cardinals had a better coach, I'd put $100 on that right now.
Wow.
Cohen's Kiddo says, garbage picking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon is an old Disney movie about a garbage man that becomes a kicker for the Eagles through open public tryouts. Is that the one with Mark Wahlberg?
No, that's Invincible.
Oh, then who played that guy? Was it Jim Varney or Hey Vern? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of Disney movies if I can help it, man. Hey, by the way, congratulations to what seems to be a super good dude. I guess the Giants are going to retire Michael Strahan's jersey during the November 28th game against the Eagles.
How about that? Yeah. I guess he found out about that today. I guess Eli and some of his teammates were on Good Morning America with him.
Yeah, it was really badly done. What happened was the idea was in the production meeting, all right, so here's what's going to happen. We'll have what's her name over there with the shirt too tight for the buttons. She's going to stand over there. She's going to start talking about something else. And then all of a sudden this big crate's going to come out, okay? And we tell you, Eli Manning, burst out of it, and then we'll fire off a bunch of confetti and say, surprise. Okay, so woman's over there in the shirt too tight for the buttons talking, and all of a sudden she's like, oh, what is happening over there? And they start wheeling out the thing, and Eli Manning, I think, burst out of it before he was supposed to. And then Strahan looks over, he's like, what the hell? And all of a sudden, and this explosion of confetti scares the hell out of Strahan. What the hell's going on here? And then a couple other Giants players came in. It was badly done, but still a nice moment to find out you're getting your jersey retired.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts, maybe.
Number 92 was his number, by the way. You didn't remember that.
No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't either. But it's number 92. So, yes, he's a super duper nice guy. I think that the sack record is suspect when Brett Favre rolls over for you so you can just get there. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, but that's on Brett. I mean, Michael didn't really have anything to do with it. It's not like he asked Brett before the game, hey, Brett, if I'm close, can you?
Yeah, but he knew what was going on because he was soft on Brett. If Brett Favre was like, here you go, come sack me, I would have hit him so hard. I would have sent him to the locker room. That's what you get. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I mean, it's a bad look. It was always a bad. People still fight about that. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back. More of the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Are you looking for a rewarding new career? Join the United States Postal Service and apply for roles nationwide. Serve your community with pride and receive benefits, including competitive pay and opportunities for advancement. Whether you're looking for full-time, part-time, or seasonal positions, we have options that may be perfect for you. The United States Postal Service is an equal opportunity employer. Apply now at USPS.com/careers.
Your best plan to retire might be right under your roof. This is Rob Canier, and for over 20 years, I've helped people discover how they can utilize a portion of their equity in their home as a coordinated strategy in retirement planning, thus creating additional monthly cash flow, paying less taxes, and making their retirement assets last longer. This is a safe and proven retirement strategy for qualified homeowners age 62 and older. All you have to do is reverse your thinking. Call me, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773.
Bruce and Dale here. Remember, football is starting soon, and your exclusive home for the NFL and Super Bowl 56, The Fanatic, wants to make your business a part of the act.
Advertise your business on all the primetime NFL games during the regular season.
Your custom-produced radio commercial will air 2, even 3 times in every game.
Plus, your business is branded during dozens of weekly NFL promos on the station, stream, app, and website.
And you'll get commercials read live during during our morning and afternoon drive shows.
Plus, get 5 extra daily spots throughout the week and matching spots on our live stream website and on the 1580 The Fanatic Sports app.
You can even lock your competition out of this offer with our category exclusive option plan.
All this for our best deal ever.
Go to 1580thefanatic.com for all the info and details.
Don't get a delay of game penalty.
Go to 1580thefanatic.com and get in the game today.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
AZ Preps 365 is your headquarters for all things high school sports in Arizona.
Brett Quintine, James Mello, and Jose Garcia
Keep you up to speed with all the action, highlights, interviews, and insider information for the prep sports scene.
You need to tune in
to AZ Preps 365 every Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your new home for sports, 1580 and 99.3.
The Fanatic.
And always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports, and we've got some ASU tickets to give away today. That's right, family 4-pack of tickets. You also get a parking pass with that. We'll be giving those away here in a little bit. Be listening for your chance to call in and win. That's right, we're going to do call-in style. I don't know, Randy, what do you say? Caller 3, caller 4, caller 1,580? What do you think we should do?
I did that one time. I was working at an FM music station, and the promotion was we were giving away, I don't know, $1,000 or something, and it was caller number whatever, 1,152, whatever the frequency number was.
Did you have to enter all those lines yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
That was a horrible mistake.
Yeah. Well, the idea was, get the listeners to be listening, so you get the time spent listening numbers, and then you get the ratings.
But that's a mistake because they're not listening now, are they? They're dialing.
Yeah. Well, they're not listening, but the radio's still on the background. Hi, you're number 1. Hi, number 2. Hi, number 3. Hi, number 4. Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you do that on air, or did you do that while music was playing?
No, I did it while music played. I as a bit, I did it on the air as well. You know, I cracked the mic and I kept answering the phones. All right, you're number 57. Hi, you're number 58. See, I'm answering the phones. Keep calling, number 59. And then,
Wow. And how long did it take to take however many calls that was?
About 90 minutes.
Yeah.
About 90 minutes.
I'm sure you immediately regretted that idea.
Well, it wasn't my idea. That was our idiot promotions director at the time. So, hi, wouldn't that be a good idea? You guys to get and listen, and we're gonna. Oh man.
All right, hear me out. No, get out of my office.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a conversation with somebody that says, hear me out. No, because
Well,
you've already told me even you think it's a bad idea.
And then they bushwhacked me. It was I got there, about 15 minutes for my before my shift, and they told me I was going to do this about 15 minutes before the shift.
Yeah, that's we're not going to do that. So caller 3 or 4.
Caller 3.
Yeah.
Caller 3.
You want 3?
Because there's 3 of us. Caller 3.
All right. Well, you can't argue with that logic. So but we're not doing that right now, yo.
No,
don't answer the phone. Don't call the phone. It ain't time for that right now.
No.
We will let you know when it's actually legitimately time. Right now, let's get caught up on the text line, 888-368-1580. Scratch me because says, when will the Giants retire Jason Pierre-Paul's missing fingers? Well, he did that on July 4th a while back.
It's buried. It's buried right next to Jimmy Hoffa there at the stadium.
Well, it's vapor is what that is. Last Optimist says, seriously, Brady did punt in a regular season game once. Yeah, what year was that, though?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Fed Fan says, I'm listening to you guys and hoping that this ladies' tennis match might be worth watching.
What?
I can't. I think you're in a commercial break on your screen, so I don't know who's playing there, Fed Fan. You're our eyes and ears to the
US Open.
It's
Yeah.
US Open.
US
Yeah.
Open.
Let us know. Just a Tip says, glad to hear some NFL talk. I'd like to make one little suggestion, a small request, actually.
All right.
Is there a way we can officially refer to the sea loons as the bitch pigeons? Well, we call them the sea chickens because we don't
Yeah.
want to be saying bitch all the time.
Yeah. Now, sea loons, that's very original. I like that. Sea loons.
Oh, yeah. Sea chickens, sea loons.
Yeah.
No, just a tip. We're not going to constantly be saying bitch pigeons. I mean, that is somebody's texture nickname, but that's where we draw the line.
Rainy City bitch pigeons, I
Right,
believe, is
right.
the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
92 is, as it turns out, this is proven science.
All right.
The number of inches between Michael Strahan's front teeth. Thank you, Hamilton Porter.
92.
92. It's science. Fish Tank says, hell, I'd take the Browns, the Seahawks, and the Titans before I'd take the 49ers. They were like 5-11 last year. I know they had a ton of injuries, but I just don't buy that they're any better than a 500 team.
Is it me or are you guys starting to notice that maybe the head coach here of 49ers is a bit off?
He's not
maybe,
so good.
Maybe a degree or two off center.
I've been saying it for years.
I think that the 49ers are going to they're going to do a whole lot better. I mean, they are a team that lost multiple defensive starters and then proceeded to lose their starting quarterback a year ago.
Yeah.
And they were starting in real life NFL games.
Well,
Nick Mullins.
Well, and not only that, this year, George Kittle's going to have a damn career season because he's on my fantasy team.
You think so?
Yeah.
And there's a
I
real
hope you're
human
right.
playing quarterback.
Yeah. Well,
is there though?
By
There's
the
two
way,
real humans playing quarterback.
can I just say something? I got to talk to Fed Fan real fast. Sorry to interrupt this.
That's
Hey,
all right.
Fed Fan, this is why nobody cares about tennis. The entire time, all they're doing is showing people trying to find their seats. That's the broadcast right now. Just people coming down with some beers, some drinks. So they go, am I sitting here or am I over there? No, I'm over here. No, you're in my seat, buddy. You got to. And now they're going back to the play. So they're going back and forth between tennis play and people trying to find a place to sit. Riveting television.
And we thought Dodger fans were late to the game.
Yeah. Coco Gauff and Sloane Stevens are playing. Stevens, both are American players. So, okay.
Come on, Coco.
Go get some Coco. You're the only one we've heard of, so we're rooting for her.
I've heard of Sloane Stevens, but I think it's amazing how young Coco Gauff is and how good she is.
Well, Sloane, you got to remember, Ferris Bueller was her boyfriend, and they had that day in Chicago, and she's
Jeffrey.
Different Sloane.
He asked her to marry him
Jeffrey.
there while Cameron was drowning in the pool.
Jeffrey.
What?
Completely different, Sloane. Completely different.
I don't think so. I'm looking at it right now.
No,
they look
different.
exactly alike.
No.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, if only the Cardinals took DK Metcalf over Andy Isabella. Am I right? Am I right?
Kidding. No kidding. He's on my
You are
fantasy
right.
squad this year, too. So
Andy
let's
Isabella?
go DK. No, DK.
I think they
DK.
cut Andy Isabella, didn't they?
Yeah, decaf Metcalf.
No, they did not
They
cut
did?
Andy
They did.
Isabella.
No.
They cut Keyshawn Johnson, which I think is a stupid move.
Huh. Yeah, let's see how that plays out. Fighting Wampa says, I'm pretty sure the Niners were 5-11 the year before they went to the Super Bowl, too. So if they were 5-11 last year, how could they not be a Super Bowl contender this year?
Because they play in the West, and the Rams are going to be much improved, and so are the Cardinals, and so are the Sea Loons.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't always agree with Vegas. I don't. There's many times I have not agreed with Vegas and been right. And other people in the past, it's like, well, no, come on. If it's there, it's because Vegas knows something.
Yeah, they've got an educated guess.
It
But
ain't like
still
they
guessing.
don't get things wrong.
Well, our old friend Eric used to say there's a reason why there's so many great big hotels in Vegas because they know what they're doing.
Sure, I'm not saying, fixing the slots so some old lady loses her house ain't a smart way to go. But knowing exactly what's going to happen with these 49ers, I think they've made a horrible mistake. Let's see here. The Big Risk says, I want the tickets, please. Well, we're not doing it by a text contest.
Yeah.
We're going to have a phone call later. So be ready. Most of the time, it's the text line. But later, when I say call, it's the call-in line. Same phone number. All you got to do is hit the call number there.
It's amazing how we do that. The text line and the call-in line, exactly the same.
2 in 1. Shooter McGavin says, you are all fools. Niners will win a minimum of 11 games.
Thank you, Shooter McGavin.
Fools! That's just how when I see somebody say you're all fools, that's the way I
the way you hear it.
He may not have said it that way, but you're a fool.
He just immediately dons a Parisian accent and out he goes.
That wasn't French.
No?
It sounded pretty Frenchy to me, Jeffco. Sounded. Oh, wait, that's
No,
that's
the old.
yeah, you're right. It sounded pretty. Say it again.
No, here's the difference.
Say
I
it
was just
again.
like, you are all fools. That's
Yeah.
not French. This is French. You are fools.
Okay. There's a massive difference. I'm sorry.
You're stupid. You people there in the 49ers of the San Francisco. Morons. This is what I think of you and your Pupo Americana.
And one of those unfiltered cigarettes.
That's right. It's always unfiltered. All right. So the Cardinals have found their way to 53 men. My Colts have found their way to 53 men. And I'll tell you what, you guys did it it was made easier by Malcolm Butler retiring. And hey, guess what? You have $3.25 million more than you did before, but I don't know if you wanted it. I think this team would have been better with the Malcolm Butler. Has there been any explanation of why he's, going on a walkabout?
No, I mean, it's from what I've been able to scratch up from social media and watching the news sources and reading and stuff like that. And yes, I can read, Jeffrey. I know there was a question there for a while, but yeah, I can read. There has been really he just alluded to, he's got to take care of a personal situation, and this is the time to walk away. So I still think that I just have this sense that he feels like, look, I was with the Patriots. I'm a Super Bowl hero. I should be paid more than this.
I don't think it's the money, but I'll tell you what, though, you might be right, because I have a hard time thinking a personal problem is enough for me to walk away from $3.25 million. I know that's small change in the world of the NFL.
Well, over the years, what has he made? He's made plenty of money.
I don't know. Look up his net worth, would you? I'm kind of curious, but here's the thing. What I really feel sorry for is whoever is behind the personal reason he's decided to walk away. Because now for the rest of their life, it's, I gave up $3.25 million to deal with this.
I don't know. I hate to speculate because I don't wish ill on anybody. I hope it's nothing terribly bad. I hope it's something that can be rectified. I hope it's something that it helped him make a decision to walk away from football, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, sure. I hope he's okay. I hope you're right. He's got all the money in the bank, and he's like, nah, I'm done. I'm good. Whatever. By the way, you notice Larry Fitzgerald still hasn't retired. He's done the Jeffrey O'Brien version of leaving a party. He just gone. He didn't quit. The contract ran out. He didn't retire. He hasn't called anybody, and I think he's retired. He's just not going to do the press conference. I think he just wants to kind of fade into the woodwork or something.
Well, he could. He seems to be a guy like that. Doesn't like a lot of fanfare. Maybe he doesn't. Does he have to do the press conference if he signs the retirement paperwork?
It'd be nice for the fans to get to hear his thoughts, and I'm sure he'd say some wonderful things. And it's a moment of closure for the Arizona Cardinal fans. But for him, this is sort of just poof, never came back, never said anything, never did anything. That's kind of weird.
I think he's leaving it open for opportunity. Listen, something bad happens this year. We lose a couple of receivers. They need to go get Larry and bring him in. He's still available. He hasn't retired.
You got that net worth of Malcolm Butler yet?
Yeah, Malcolm Butler, if you're not counting the Cardinals contract, 4 years with the Patriots, 3 with the Titans, $42 million in career earnings.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
As long as he hasn't spent it yet, yeah, he's good. He should be good. So I guess that's not a big deal for him. But so whatever his personal reason is, if that is indeed what it is, well, Godspeed and good luck to you, buddy. It's a shame he's not going to be on the Cardinals, because I still believe he would have made them a better team.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Last Optimist says Vegas lines are honest evaluations tilted by fan-based betting patterns. So those lines are all slightly adjusted based on expected betting patterns. All right, so some of that is going to be affected. What he's saying is by moron San Francisco 49er fans betting heavily on their own team.
Going to be a lot of emotional bets.
Yeah. Fubar 1000 says, Randy, I will bet you a steak dinner on Jeffrey that Mark Andrews scores more fantasy points than George Kittle. Okay, first off, no. If you want to bet him a steak dinner, that's between you and him, Fubar. But there's also on whether or not Randy feels froggy enough to take that bet. Steak dinner on Mark Andrews scoring more fantasy points than George Kittle?
You mean the first week, or you mean over the season?
That's a good question. In week one or in week everything? Yeah, more clarity on that. I don't know if I would bet with him. I don't know if I'd bet with him because I didn't read his last text, Randy.
Fubar, what's his last text?
Jeffrey, my Jeffrey, how do you wake up every morning being such an ASU homer? He's basically ripping on ASU.
Wow. Well, it's easy. 77 to 7.
See, yeah, that's right. My alarm clock is set to 77 to 7. I wake up 7 minutes to 7. And I know for you Arizona person, doing the math on what 77 to 7 is probably a near impossibility. But yeah, I wake up that early.
Oh, yeah.
And I smile every time. And I hear that music blaring as I do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's the trash that I would not be talking if that was the scoreboard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Fubar 1000, you may want to sit a few years out on that one, buddy. Uh-oh. Fighting Wampa says, hey, Jeffrey, this moron 49er fan here. Hope you enjoy this pina colada.
Uh-oh.
Hey, wow. Actually, I might enjoy that now that nobody's dancing to it. I might actually be okay with it now.
I don't like that song.
Why do you not like this song? I'll tell you why I don't. You tell me why.
It's kind of the idea.
I just don't like it. Like I just sonically, it hurts. I just don't enjoy it.
Well, I don't like, but originally it's about a dude trying to cheat on his wife and then accidentally cheating on his wife with his own wife who's trying to cheat on him. And we're supposed to be like, oh, it was you, silly.
Just a couple of cheaters.
No, that's kind of gross, man. That's it. It's kind of gross. That's all I'm saying. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, I don't know, something's going to happen. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Hit the button, man.
Doing. For example, in here, it's a wide selection of top-rated appliances. But out there, it's your home running like a well-oiled machine. Order in-store, online, or in the Home Depot app and get free delivery and flexible installation. So you save money and time. Right now, you can save big on a new Samsung kitchen package at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid through September 15th, 2021. U.S. only, while supplies last. See store for details.
Chances are the technology you work with every day is an afterthought
until it isn't working.
Technical problems can throw a wrench in your day, but computer security issues can expose you and your customers to serious risk. Affinity Technology builds custom IT solutions that help small businesses thrive. No system is too complicated.
If it plugs in, we work with it.
Affinity Technology runs Arizona businesses. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
Your favorite radio station.
And now you're up to date on the news. Stand by for weather and traffic right after this.
It wakes you up, starts your day, and keeps you informed as well as entertained.
You guys are absolutely the best.
How do you like to work here?
At The Fanatic, we're looking for commissioned sales reps to knock on doors, set up appointments, and extol the benefits of advertising with your favorite radio station. Send your resume to jobs at 1580thefanatic.com.
When it comes to automotive repairs, where do you start? Been looking for a new home? Should you rent or buy? If you're looking for the latest trends in the automotive industry or real estate, look no further than the Drive Friendly Radio Show. Hosted by Steve, with over 40 years in the automotive industry, and Felicia, who's well established in the real estate market, you can get great advice and insight you can trust. You'll be smarter for listening, and maybe you'll have a little fun too. The Drive Friendly Radio Show, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
Your best plan to retire might be right under your roof. This is Rob Canier, and for over 20 years, I've helped people discover how they can utilize a portion of their equity in their home as a coordinated strategy in retirement planning, thus creating additional monthly cash flow, paying less taxes, and making their retirement assets last longer. This is a safe and proven retirement strategy for qualified homeowners age 62 and older. All you have to do is reverse your thinking. Call me, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773.
1580 The Fanatic and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Your home for sports.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. Sunday, 3 p.m. We got the Arizona Rattlers playing in their next playoff game. They survived that. Then the next Sunday, they're playing for the real deal, the whole thing, the entire enchilada. So we'll see what happens there. But beyond that, the next playoff game for the Arizona Rattlers is here on 1580 The Fanatic. And I've got it up on the screen. And right now, Steffens is got 40 points, and Goff has got 30 points. It's a high-scoring game. I don't know how tennis works, really, but anyway, Fed fan, she was telling me what was going on. Did I say this earlier? I don't think I did, because I told her I was kind of heckling her, saying, "Wow, this is riveting television." There, people coming down with their beers, sitting down in the seats. They're showing all those people, and the poor girls down there trying to play tennis. And she says, "No. A lot of tennis players are just as pretentious as golfers. They won't start playing until the people sit down. They need people to sit down before they can start to serve or receive the serve." So that's on the two players. They're just waiting for everybody to get settled in their seat so they're not distracted by them.
It's kind of crazy, though. You think at a tennis game.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of action going on there, and I don't think that they're all as precious as golfers about noise and things and whatever. Yeah, that's kind of soft. I'll tell you what, though, I feel like golf is still softer.
Oh, golf definitely is softer, yeah.
And the softest tennis player is still not softer than Bryson DeChambeau.
You are correct. Yes, well said. Well said, Keon.
I don't know now. It runs a Did you see the guy, Andy, what's
Griffith?
his name? No, not Griffith.
Kaufman? I'm trying to help you out here, Randy.
Anyway, he was the tennis player the other day, and his opponent had left the court for a total of 9 minutes, and he's crying to the official. We're in the middle of a game here, and he walks off the court in between sets to go to the bathroom, and he's gone for 20 minutes, and he's yelling and screaming about it. This guy's gone. Well, the other guy who had walked off the court to go to the restroom, came back on, kicked his ass, sent him home. Bye.
Hey, listen, sometimes, serious business has to be done, you know?
Yeah, that is soft, Randy. I 100% agree. But Patrick, can you stop walking? I don't. And then of course Bryson DeChambeau imploded after that and lost the match anyway.
I don't mind if my opponent goes off and uses the restroom and I wait a while. At about 20 minutes, I'd be like, "Can somebody check on him? Is he okay?"
Well, it wasn't 20 minutes. On the official time, it was actually 9 minutes.
All right, so maybe at 10 minutes, I'm like, they should check on him. He might not be all right.
Well, this guy, the guy that was out there on the court, was all mad. He was throwing a fit about it. What do you want, dude?
I might be a little crusty. It's like, come on, man, can't you squeeze one out before we play? But I'd rather you squeeze it out in the bathroom and not on the court, if you know what I mean.
Well, there you go.
Like that one, what was that, MMA or a boxing? I think it was MMA. It's one guy, he crapped himself. And it was all over the mat. It was horrible. So, yeah.
Really?
That really did happen. Yeah, it was gross.
Damn, that would,
He beat the bleep out of him. That wasn't even an exaggeration on that.
Was that the final fight of the night, or were there other fights after?
It would kind of have to be.
I'm not coming out and fighting.
No. We got a code brown in the event's over. The event's over.
Yeah.
So Big Risk says, I never win. Whether it's by phone or text, I never win.
Not with that attitude.
Hey, maybe I could work for the show to earn some tickets. I could be security. I could cook. I could maybe a personal assistant. I'm licensed as a barber, and I could do anything with clippers, you know.
If you work for the show, though, you can't win the tickets.
Yeah, that's the other part, Big Risk. You don't want to work for the show because, then you're automatically not allowed. It's taken Randy years to come to grips with that.
Well, I don't think I still think it's unfair. If I win the damn thing, I should be able to win the damn money and the tickets and stuff.
King Kittens, I wasn't aware of that. He says, yeah, Larry Fitzgerald has always said he'd ride off into the sunset. No announcement, no ceremony, nothing. I guess that's it. It just seems weird. It doesn't feel right.
Very strange.
It doesn't feel right. But hey, you know what, Larry? You do you, buddy. You do you.
He's earned it.
Screaming Eagle says, what's the name of the fantasy football expert? And is he going to come every Thursday? Listen, you leave his personal life out of it. But he will be on with us every Thursday.
Between him and his internet service provider.
God, whatever hub, it's his business, not mine. His name is CJ, or we call him Siege. And he'll be with us tomorrow. Now, I've asked him in an email, which I think he's pretending like he hasn't seen, because we wanted him to grade our draft. But he will be here with you guys tomorrow to answer some of your fantasy football questions. You know what? I was really shocked. I am the commissioner of 10 Daily Blender fantasy football leagues. And as I've watched some of the activity on all of them, people using their waiver position, and it hasn't even been a game yet, and they're doing waiver shoot, they're dropping players, picking up players, getting into the waiver, doing this and that. I'm just like, wow, how bad are you at a draft where you could have just grabbed the guy free, and now you're doing, I mean, I get it, injuries, that's one thing, but even then, I was stunned by how much activity I've seen.
But Jeff, were those the people that auto drafted?
Only one guy that I know auto draft.
I mean, if you auto drafted, you had to auto draft for some reason. You couldn't make the draft, and you look at your team. You're like, oh, geez, no, this will never work. This will never work, and you got to start making moves.
That is fair. In fact, we had a guy who auto drafted involved in a trade. Now, Jag Dog brought it to my attention because we're being very careful. We're running a pretty tight ship when it comes to the Daily Blender fantasy football leagues, making sure there's no collusion, making sure there's no lopsided trades. And he's like, oh, you got to take a look at this trade. So I went over there, and of course, then I asked to see their identification. So it was like I pulled them over on the highway, like I am the highway patrol, and these two cars were racing or something. And I was like, all right, let's see some ID. And like, okay, now you guys are legit. I know who you guys are. Oh, yeah, I know you. All right, so what's going on here? And I look at the trade, totally balanced.
Yeah, it's Gus Edwards and Robert Tonyan, I believe, came up yesterday. Yeah. And Robert Tanyan's a tight end 1, and Gus Edwards became a running back 1, but he wasn't originally.
It's irrelevant. They were balanced as far as how many fantasy football points they could get you in a season. And for me, that's really an important thing, that they are balanced as just points providing players. So I don't care who the other guy had on his roster already. I don't care about that, but I just wanted to make sure these were two individuals who actually didn't know each other, and it was an actual fair trade, and everybody was okay. It was a wellness check more than anything. So then I had to go back to Jag Dog and say, listen, sorry, buddy, this is a fair trade. And he's like, okay, I was just messing around. But guys, don't waste my time.
You're legitimately concerned. You're trying to make sure that the league is fair.
Absolutely.
Clean up the streets.
Absolutely. I'm doing the best I can here. So
Jeffrey O'Brien, the commish, he's out there on the mean streets. He's out there trying to clean up the mean streets.
And there have been other trades which were perfectly fine, like somebody trying to move a defense and move a wide receiver or something. Everything has been pretty much on the up and up. But if you are one of the people playing in our Daily Blender fantasy football leagues, and you see something that, you go ahead and use the tip line at blender@1580fanatic.com. Let me know and I'll investigate it. But don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. I felt bad afterwards. I was like, but this is a totally balanced. Shut up, Jag Dog. Fed Fan says Murray had a legit point. Steven does this all the time, and it's pissing off all the other tennis players. Who's Murray?
Well, Andy Murray. He's
Andy
the guy that was throwing a fit because his opponent there, whatever his name was, went in.
That was the one.
Yeah, well, it looked like Kerry Livgren of Kansas. The guy had the blonde hair, and he went in and he had to relieve himself in there. It was 9 minutes though. It was 9 minutes.
Right.
You're in between games. You're in between sets here. What's the big situation?
I do think if Fed Fan, what she's saying is true. If this is something that this guy does constantly, though, just
to get in somebody's head.
Yeah, like you're on a roll. I'm using the bathroom. Like that is pretty messed up.
Maybe I've seen those commercials for the the pharmaceuticals where people are running in the bathroom all the time. Maybe he's got that. Maybe he's got the BLM, the BML, what is the IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, where you're always constantly crapping yourself, or is it well, which one? No, there's another one. They call
IBS.
No. Yeah, what is it?
The spastic colon.
No. Oh, there's a term for it.
SCD. The spastic colon disease.
The Crohn's.
It's got the Crohn's.
Yeah,
colitis.
the Crohn's.
It's got the Crohn's and colitis.
I don't know what it is, but that person always sits there looking at the bathroom like, I hate you, bathroom. It's like a miserable experience.
Every time I leave the bathroom, it keeps pulling me back in.
The hell was that?
It was just
was that an Al Pacino? Right,
a little bit.
Wow. It was very little bit.
It was more me than Al Pacino.
What I love is that he actually committed to it with the physical movement.
You have to. I mean,
to commit to it.
Even if my voice didn't do the thing,
not even close. I guess the other players are accusing us of coaching while on these breaks.
Coaching
us. Who's Buzz? That is the kind of name that would destroy Bruce Jacobs. Yeah. That would just be the end of this studio and spittle and phlegm everywhere. Who the hell is that? Murray is 6'3", says Baker's Cocky Hens. That's tall for a tennis player. Super tall for a Cardinals quarterback too, by the way.
Oh boy, now I have to give you a whistle. Wow.
So I guess you can't have a rule against going to the baño.
It was in between sets or in between games or whatever. They play these days. I don't know what they do. They play like 47 games, and the first one to win the game. Okay, that's game one of set one. They play like 1,000 games to get a 6-2, 6-3, 6-2 win.
I feel like if this guy's doing this a lot, then you got to knock that off. Okay.
Well, I don't think he did it a lot. I think it was just one time.
Buddy, you're full of crap. No,
not anymore. He's not. He went to the bathroom.
Well, if he keeps doing it, he is. Fed fan says no. He does it a lot. He does it all the time. Stefan does this all the time.
Stefan,
is that
Stefan?
Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Pronounce sit, sis, pause. I think mine is better. Mile High Guy says that tennis player has used the bathroom break in multiple tourneys and is rumored to be calling his coach while on the break. He's also returned wearing different clothes. The guy in the court should have been mad. Well, he was mad. Who cares? That just means that whatever happened in there got out of hand. If you go to the bathroom and come back wearing different clothes, I'm thinking
something exploded.
You didn't make it.
Yeah,
you did not make it, and that got out of hand.
That actually validates the claim there.
Yeah, he's just playing head games with people. Yeah, I think they probably should they should probably get a handle on that. Baby Got Dak says, hey guys, Jeffrey, you can't win a fantasy football championship if you don't work the waiver wire. Hey, if someone in your league drops a player you wanted to draft but you couldn't get, you bet your ass you're going to scoop them up in week 1 or week 10. It doesn't matter. There's nobody out there that I've seen get dropped by another team before week 1 that I thought, ooh, I must have them. Sorry. Hey, listen, you guys do you. Whatever works, It's like our kid. He's like, before anything ever happens, he's trying to make trades with people. Not because he needs them. He just loves to go through the whole trade experience. Yeah, I'm not into that.
Let me be on the record here. No. There's my answer. If you want to trade with me, no. So don't DM me. Don't chat me up. Hey, no.
Really good fantasy football players just don't trade. It's very rare. Dropping the Soap says, I think they call it the Wimbledon squirts. Is that really the actual thing?
Well, this wasn't at Wimbledon. This was in New York.
Well, it's just the term for it. Bruno Baller says they need to put a porta potty slightly off the court somewhere for when this guy has to go. So then
that's what Andy was saying. He was saying the toilet's right there. What's taking him so long?
Mr. Wilbur says, I have another cheer for that wrestler. Poop. There it is. Poop. There it is. Fubar 1000 says, okay, Jeffrey, I'm going all in. My Wildcats are taking the South this season. This is only if we use the golf scoring system. The least amount of touchdowns win. Nice try. Lacrosse guy says, Brooksy. Last Optimist says, I wonder if the reason the Bears are starting Dalton is because they promised him he'd start the season and they don't want to be seen as liars during the contract negotiations.
But NFL teams lie all the time. Why start with Andy Dalton to start telling the truth?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I think
That's
they're
a good
trying to
point.
not get Fields killed. I think that's more likely.
Yeah.
Fed fan says, no, he changes his clothes because he sweats a lot, not because he poops a lot.
Well, then if it's not against the rules, then there's not a whole lot anybody can do about it.
This has got to be one of the weirdest 20 minutes of radio we've done in a while. When we come back,
it is the Daily Blender.
We're talking NFL here on 1580, The Fanatic.
The Labor Day savings inside the Home Depot means something different once you're back out there doing. For example, in here, it's a wide selection of top-rated appliances. But out there, it's your home running like a well-oiled machine. Order in-store, online, or in the Home Depot app and get free delivery and flexible installation. So you save money and time. Right now, you can save big on a new Samsung kitchen package at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid through September 15th, 2021. U.S. only while supplies last. See store for details.
With Amdro, you can enjoy your backyard like never before. Our round-the-clock pest protection gives you the peace of mind to enjoy your great outdoors without a care in the world. Okay, we can't defend you against the splash zone. But when it comes to ants and other pests, we've got you covered 24/7. Find Amdro in the insecticide aisle at your nearest retailer.
Your best plan to retire might be right under your roof. This is Rob Canier, and for over 20 years, I've helped people discover how they can utilize a portion of their equity in their home as a coordinated strategy in retirement planning, thus creating additional monthly cash flow, paying less taxes, and making their retirement assets last longer. This is a safe and proven retirement strategy for qualified homeowners age 62 and older. All you have to do is reverse your thinking. Call me, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears Radio Hour. In the show, we try to teach the tools, rules, and strategies that traders and investors need to do better with their wealth and portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100 plus degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harman Solar today. Harman Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harman Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
Live from the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240 U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
Quiet, people, settle down, because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
Kyler Murray is very short. Kyler Murray, he's so itty bitty. He's a teeny little guy. Oh, there he is. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien. Randy White is back to the microphone, and we got Keon Rose there pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. Oh, yeah, I don't think we've ever talked so much about tennis. So I think that'll probably do it. You know, unless Baby Got Dak has an update or something she wants to fill us in with there. But
Baby Got Dak is a tennis fan. I did not know that.
Fed fan. Sorry.
Thank you.
I just happen to see her name right there because she's complaining about something in the league. She says somebody in our fantasy football league dropped that rookie running back Williams from Denver. That actually is a good pickup. All right, bottom feed, go get him. Fed fan says you're welcome. Fubar 1000 says, in another league, I picked up Teddy B after another team dropped him. This is even before, Teddy Bruschi, before he was a starter, working the waiver wires. The key to winning a championship, Jeffrey, no matter what week it is. Or, hear me out, draft better. Just Tip says, so it turns out Nike has unveiled a new U-Chalupa shoe. If you've never seen it, don't look for it. It's dog-ass ugly, as you'd expect. It looks like the Houston Texans color scheme got drunk and fell asleep in the street, then got ran over by a 1966 Impala, which, by the way, is the nicest car in that cesspool. Go Sun Devils.
Wow.
Mile High Guy says, Brooksy! This is going to be a thing every now and then, I think, for a while, where people just randomly text Brooksy.
Might have to get a drop on that. Just every once in a while, throw it in the Brooksy.
Or if you get a drop of him responding to it.
Yeah.
So anytime they say Brooksy, it's like. So you remember when I told you Urban Meyer, he might be a great coach or may not be a good coach. You know, letting go of that whole college mentality might be a thing that he can't overcome. And then as he started going, I started saying, okay, he's going to be horrible. And now, yes, he's an idiot. Yeah. Urban Meyer is not going to be a good NFL head coach.
Because?
So he goes out there the other day. He's like, yeah, I'll tell you what, you know, a vaccination status, that was a consideration when we made these player cuts. You know, he was talking about how they were making their decisions. He says everyone was considered. That was part of the production. And also, was he vaccinated? Was he not vaccinated? To say that was a decision maker, it certainly was under consideration. So that was his first statement on that. Everybody was like, ooh, wow, look at him. He's taking a tough stance. And then so the NFLPA says, I said, what? Well, let's go ahead and open an investigation on that. In his comments, it's like, well, this is kind of ridiculous. Who gave Grandpa the microphone? Because he said stuff that he shouldn't have said. Stuff that goes inside your head doesn't come out your mouth. And old Urban Meyer just said some truth, and so we have a problem with that. So the GM, Brandon Bean, he says, remember, for the Bills, says, oh, I'll cut an unvaccinated player. I'll tell you what. And, of course, that just went crazy on him. So, of course, the NFLPA feels a little empowered. And now they're going after old Urban Meyer. And so now, of course, the Jaguars say, listen, availability was a factor in roster decisions, but vaccination status was not. We never said that. We never said anything like that at all.
Well, if it wasn't said, then why are they doing an investigation?
Well, for one thing, they're full of crap. Because Urban Meyer came out and said, well, of course it's a consideration. Now Urban Meyer's coming out saying, oh, I didn't mean that. What I meant was backpedaling. So he's just lying. So yeah, Urban Meyer, you know what? I would have had more respect for you if you'd stuck to your guns on that and said, no, seriously, this is where we're going with that. But the problem is, you know, the Jaguars don't need, can't take that kind of heat.
Well, because they already stink. You can't have the NFLPA doing an investigation, because who knows if the NFL agrees that the Jaguars and Urban Meyer crossed the line, if the NFL agrees what they might take away, maybe a draft pick, whatever else.
Well, I don't think that there's going to be any discipline that comes from this. It's just going to be the NFLPA being angry about it. Hamilton Porter texts in, wait, hold the phone. Urban Meyer involved in a scandal? Shocking. Does he have heart problems yet?
Yeah.
To get him out of this, you know?
Terrible headaches.
So, yeah, Urban Meyer, you should just own it. You should just own it and say, listen, yeah, that was my decision and this is what we did. And then take your lump, see what it turns into. Maybe it turns into nothing. Maybe the NFL agrees with you so much that they say, yeah, it's fair enough because they have said you can do that at work. You can make it a requirement for the job. There's a lot of people who want to fight against that, but so why is the NFL going to be any different? I mean, I get it. The NFL and the NFLPA need to work together to make sure everybody's in agreement on what, vaccination, guidelines there may or may not be, what anti-COVID measures have to be taken, that sort of thing. They have to get together and agree on that. And this is not helping. Now, Urban Meyer coming out and saying, no, it's not helping at all. I got news for you people. Every single team is considering vaccinated or not vaccinated is part of their decision making. Guaranteed.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, they can't be in a situation where they lose a player and their backup player also for that position because of the COVID protocols.
So Urban Meyer, he probably was just like, again, he's a new guy. He's like, well, we weren't supposed to say it. Oh, damn. I'll cut a guy if he's not vaccinated. Oh, no, what? Don't say that. Oh, I would never cut a guy if he's not vaccinated. Yeah, just Urban Meyer, just one more way of seeing, he sucks. And then to go back on it, well, now you're just a big fat liar. But we knew that already about Urban Meyer. Swave Dave says, I had the auto draft and I picked up a few players in the waiver wire there. I told you who my quarterbacks were, and I got a yawn. What round did everybody pick their quarterback? I think in the Daily Blender Premier League, I think it went the rush on quarterbacks went a little soon. I mean, sure, Patrick Mahomes was an outlier, but the actual run on quarterbacks, what was that, 6, 7?
Yeah, I thought it was 5th or 6th.
Seemed a little early.
Yeah, I think it was 5th because I was waiting for the 6th. And by the time I went to go take my guy, there was nobody there.
Somebody gave me a little crap saying, oh, Jeffrey, you're a follower. Hey, when some moron makes a run on defenses or kickers or quarterbacks early, it's not more. It's not follower. It's not a dumb thing. Once that happens, well, you better get in on it because everybody else is.
Our fantasy expert Siege said this last week. He said when someone starts to make a run on a position, even if it's a little bit high, if you think you need the position, you go ahead and take it, or there's not going to be anything left.
You get left behind, and that's the worst. I was a little mad because I like to use the Steelers as my defense. I was a little bummed to see that go. Lacrosse guy says, well, his name is Urban Liar for a reason, people. Damn right. Last Optimist says the NFLPA labor contract forbids cutting a player based on vaccination status. If what Urban Meyer said is true, the NFLPA could collect damages from the team. Yes, except for this. Prove that's why he cut that player. He said, well, yeah, that's a consideration, but then you have to prove that consideration was actually used considering that player, because then you have to have an investigation. You got to get a hold of notes, or you got to get a witness that will actually say Urban cut that guy, he said, because he's not vaccinated. Good luck proving any of it. Hamilton Porter says Randy might have missed his thoughts there. What were your thoughts on that whole Minshew trade? That's right. Gardner Minshew going to the Eagles.
Well, I think yesterday, did we talk about it yesterday? I can tell you actual audio. This is Gardner Minshew leaving Jacksonville. Thank you, God. Thank you for getting me out of here. Thank you, Lord. Oh, there is a God in heaven, and I have seen him. Oh, thank you. That was Gardner Minshew leaving Jacksonville.
Whole lot of,
yeah,
man.
At least he's going to go to a team that's recently won a Super Bowl.
Tell you what, there's a show that I like called Speak for Yourself. I don't know if you guys ever watched that. Marcellus Wiley and Emmanuel Acho. And I like Emmanuel Acho. I like Marcus Wiley. They're good guys. They seem like they, they're not always right, but they it's a fun show. Good personalities. Emmanuel Acho says on the show the other day about Cam Newton, you can't be mediocre and unvaccinated. As if to say that might have been part of the reason Bill Belichick made the decision. Now, of course, the Patriots have come out and said, oh, no, Mac Jones is everything we always hoped he would be. He's progressed. He's looking good. He is the second coming of Tom Brady. Well, Cam Newton, he did really well till he got the COVID last year, and then he's not been right ever since. And of course, he goes through various roles of mediocre to sort of good to mediocre. And Bill Belichick is saying, yeah, his vaccination status is not a consideration. Like me having a heartbeat is not a consideration for Robert Kraft. Not going to go to the details. I think I need a crash cart. Anyway, so you have to think some of these coaches, it does kind of play into it. And when you have a player who's also a leader saying, I am not getting vaccinated, and you're thinking, oh crap, because now what we're going to do, he's going to be there, then he's not going to be there, then he's going to be there, then he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
It can be an aggravation thing. So no matter what you think about the vaccination or not, it's more about, will that player be there? Will he be playing for
and
us?
I think that had to weigh heavily on decisions on a lot of these players, including Cam Newton. I don't care what Bill Belichick said. If he says it didn't go into consideration. Absolutely it did. If they lose him, and Mac Jones has been around him, and they lose Mac Jones, it goes back to what I was saying. What are they going to do? They can't have that risk.
Another part is, what if he ends up giving it to Mac Jones too? Now you got your entire quarterback core out. And
that's what I mean.
Then you got to use a running back like the Broncos did that time.
Absolutely. That's what I mean.
Yeah. First off, that almost already happened with the Vikings. Kirk Cousins got another one of the quarterbacks sick. So that was initially like early on in camp. But Bill Belichick is a good coach. So he's not saying that we consider this, but that story already leaked out of New England that they were mad at him for not being vaccinated. Urban Meyer's not good, so he said it out loud. It absolutely is a consideration.
Urban Meyer made a rookie coach mistake.
Yeah, there's going to be more of those. The question is, and we haven't seen it yet really, is he going to be a good coach on the field? He was always a good coach in the field in college.
Yeah.
He always did get the best out of his his players. So, I feel like if he can make the transition strategically and personnel wise, then, there's no reason to think that the Jaguars might not improve over the next couple of years.
Right.
No,
you can't get much worse.
Well, that's true. I will say that he's not off to a great start putting the good people around him. I don't like his offensive coordinator, Darrell Bevell. Mm-hmm. He runs a caveman's offense, and it's just not going to work.
What does that mean, a caveman's offense?
Well, just that you live in a passing league. You throw the ball more now in this league, more than ever before. You draft a guy who is great at throwing the football, and Darrell Bevell wants it to be, 2002. We're running the ball. That's the initiation of every play.
Yeah, run, pass.
Yeah, ground and pound. That's what it is.
Well, the Jaguars do have the running back.
That's true. James Robinson can be that.
So, anyways, it's not the last we've heard of that situation. Might be the last we've heard of Cam Newton, though. I don't know if he's going to find himself on another team. I mean, I guess they talked to Ron Rivera, and they're like, "Hey, Cam Newton's available. What do you say?" He's no, we're good.
This is actually the second time that Ron Rivera is passing on Cam Newton.
But all you got is Ryan Fitzpatrick there. No, we're good.
It's all good. It's all good. We stand pat. Yeah, it's all good.
So, what? I'm sorry that I can't hear you. I'm driving on a bridge. Mr. Pink Eye says, I went tight end in the second round. I picked up Waller. Kelsey went a pick before me. I think after them two position drops. Again, some tight ends are getting special enough to go ahead and pick out of sequence, I guess. Some aren't. So there's individual results may vary, but they're making a run on some of those other positions, or it's annoying. But once they happen, you got to jump on and get yours and then move on to the next thing. Nasser Marcus says Urban Meyer is following the Steve Spurrier NFL coaching trajectory.
Boy, I hope not.
Or do you hope so? Big Risk says, hey, that was a pretty good Bill Belichick impersonation there. Made me LOL. Yeah, we don't
you speak in text language?
No.
We don't acronym around
We don't
here.
use those emotion cons, and we don't
no emojis.
We don't speak in the that's it, emoji. And we don't speak in the text language.
No, it's all right. The Big Risk is new, so we're I'll give him a pass, but we don't LOL. here. It's just unless you literally LOL.
And no hashtags, big risk. No hashtags.
And it would have been okay because you used 6 LOL with 3 exclamation points. You could have just put maybe laugh. And I would have understood that. Just kind of, I don't know. I don't mean to be picky, big risk, but that's
just trying to help you as kind of a new listener here to the radio program. Just trying to help you out.
Please don't do that. So the Saints have figured out where they're going to go. They're going to practice at TCU, and that's start next week. And I'm gonna get my piece of paper here. They are going to play in Jacksonville for week 1. So the Saints and the Packers will play in Jacksonville as that is a Saints home game. Where's Jacksonville playing in week 1? They're out of town.
They're on the road. Jacksonville's playing. Oh, darn it. I had that right in front of me here. I don't remember now.
Jacksonville is playing in Houston.
There you go, Houston.
So there you go. So now they've at least got that figured out, and the game is official. It will be in Jacksonville. Just the tip says the Urban Liar situation looks like it's got potential to be a smoking hot dumpster fire. Thank God that Gardner damn Minshew got away.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Football is better now because Gardner has been unsequestered by the change that kept him bound in Jacksonville, and he's off to greener pastures. Let's hope he can sneak in, get some game time in Philadelphia, and somebody can really see his talent.
Dropping the soap says big risk GTFOH. Oh, brother. Just a tip says it turns out Nike has unveiled a new U Chalupa shoe. Oh, I think I already read that, didn't I?
Yeah, we already. Yeah,
it didn't click off my thing here. Boogie says, part of me agrees with Urban Meyer. The other part of me says, what the hell are you thinking agreeing with that cheating, slimy piece of crap? Are you drunk already? I need to get my life right for agreeing with Urban Meyer. No, we get you, Urban Boogie. We get you. Beer Bob says, is Cam Newton going to be the next Kaepernick, getting blackballed for his beliefs? I don't know. He hasn't really been vocal about like being anti-vax. He hasn't really said much about it. I don't think this is the same thing. I think both players weren't that great, but outside of that, no, nobody should be blackballed for their beliefs. And I don't know. I mean, Cam Newton been public about it?
No. In fact, he's been trying not to talk about it. Every time they ask him, he says it's a personal choice.
You got to respect that. So no, I really doubt that's what this is, Beer Bob. And who knows what his situation may not be a belief situation. Maybe he's worried about it because he had the COVID and doesn't want to take the vaccine because he thinks it's going to amp up and make him respond badly. I don't know. That's between him, his doctor, and whatnot. So yeah, I wish everybody would get that can get vaccinated because we don't want anything bad to happen to you. And also it'd be nice to reduce how many bad things could happen to other people, but not everybody can get that vaccine. So I'm not going to judge Cam Newton on that and what his reasoning and thoughts were. If he's being responsible and doing what he needs to do, then that's fine. But I don't know if this is the same. I don't think you put this in the Kaepernick category of getting the screw. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, more NFL. And of course, we got your man of the day. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Are you looking for a rewarding new career? Join the United States Postal Service and apply for roles nationwide. Serve your community with pride and receive benefits, including competitive pay and opportunities for advancement. Whether you're looking for full-time, part-time, or seasonal positions, we have options that may be perfect for you. The United States Postal Service is an equal opportunity employer. Apply now at USPS.com/careers.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. And after hearing about all the success these other guys have had here at the radio station with Valley Medical Weight Loss, I finally joined in. And man, am I glad I did. I'm already seeing results. What's great about Valley Medical Weight Loss is how easy they make it to lose weight at any one of their 3 Valley locations. And they help you customize a plan that works for your lifestyle and, more importantly, your wallet. Get with them today and see what program works best for you. Mention Fanatic. You'll get your first week free. Check them out at valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Your best plan to retire might be right under your roof. This is Rob Canier, and for over 20 years, I've helped people discover how they can utilize a portion of their equity in their home as a coordinated strategy in retirement planning, thus creating additional monthly cash flow, paying less taxes, and making their retirement assets last longer. This is a safe and proven retirement strategy for qualified homeowners age 62 and older. All you have to do is reverse your thinking. Call me, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773.
Today, someone will be included on a work conference call thanks to video relay services. Today, someone will have a support service provider, giving them the environmental and visual information to access and connect with their communities. Today, someone among the more than 1 million deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind Arizonans will enjoy greater accessibility and effective communication thanks to the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing. To learn more, visit acdhh.org, sponsored by the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. And listen, we've all been hearing about Valley Medical weight loss for quite some time now. We've been hearing about how easy they make it to lose weight and keep it off. And we've been hearing about how convenient it is to visit one of their 3 Valley locations. And we've heard these other guys on the radio station here have success. Yeah, I've heard about it too. So I've joined in and I've already lost 6 pounds in just a couple of weeks. I am so glad I gave Valley Medical weight loss a try, and you will be too. Check them out at valleymedicalweightloss.com. And remember, mention Fanatic and you'll get your first week free.
Last year, nobody knew what to expect. This year, it's an entirely different story. New rookies, new leadership, new expectations. The NFL is back, and it's exclusively on the Fanatic, including playoffs and the Super Bowl. You won't hear it anywhere else. Your home for the NFL, 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
The Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And here in a little bit, we'll be giving away a family 4-pack of tickets to the ASU football game tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. You get 4 tickets and a parking pass. Now, if you say, hey, oh, Jeffrey, listen, I appreciate the parking pass and I only need 2 tickets, go ahead and give those other tickets away to somebody else. Well, we will absolutely do that. So it is really up to the very first person how many winners we end up with today. So first up, a family 4-pack of tickets. If they want to defer, then somebody else may win as well. 888-368-1580. Randy, you got sun outside. I don't know if the temperatures are going to, I thought it was supposed to be cooler, but now it seems like the weather forecast keeps changing on us. I was wondering if maybe you could straighten us out here and let us know what's happening. Because I thought we were going to have a nice run of cool temperatures and rain. I'm worried that the hot weather is coming back too soon.
From the Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White. Yes, we were expecting lots of rain today, but that has dissipated. The moisture has kind of sequestered here in the region. So we've got some high cloud conditions currently outside 93 degrees. Tonight going to get down to about 72 overnight. We're only looking at about 97 tomorrow, mid-70s, and then it's going to climb back up into the triple digits this weekend. 100 on Friday, 102 Saturday, 104 Sunday. But that's just about where it's going to stay. There's also a chance of some rain sneaking in here next week. I'll tell you about that later. Again, it's 93 downtown from the 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Randy White, back to you, Jeff Cobb.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that. Yeah, because everything changes so fast around here. It's a good thing we have you around to help us out with that.
It really is. It really is.
888-368-1580. Navy Brad says if Urban Meyer makes it through his first year as head coach, his team will be 0-17 probably.
Really?
We did go through.
We were
and
saying
there is a possibility he could lose every game.
Well, they play the Texans twice, so that can't happen.
Well, you never know.
They are not worse than the Texans.
What
the Texans just rake their entire roster clean.
Well, that's true. Even if Deshaun Watson came back and said surprise, it'd still be bad. It would still be bad.
Well, he's not going to play this year with that ongoing legal situation. He's not going to play this year.
Yeah. All right. So they'll be 2-15. That you don't think that gets him fired? Urban Meyer fired?
No.
He's going to put it all on Hairboy, isn't he?
I think they're going to give him at least 2 years, maybe 3 or 4 to try to right this ship before they cut bait.
They still don't have a defense, so that's going to be a problem. Their offensive line stinks. There's plenty of excuses that if they go 2-15 at the end of the season, that'll be enough for him to skate by.
I don't think he could, even if he was, if he was some great coach, I don't think he could come in and fix everything in one season.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, after this snafu of PR with the vaccination comments and now having to backpedal, I am pretty sure somebody higher up in that organization is going, we may have made a mistake. We have to live with this mistake for a minute, but I think we have made a mistake.
No?
Kiss the Cook says, I agree with Urban Meyer. You're paid to perform. If your resistance or actions interfere with the job's production, you can and you will be cut or terminated. You're also jeopardizing the safety of others. Listen, I can agree with the sentiment. I think that if that was where he stands, that's where he should keep standing. But it's in the NFLPA and the NFL agreement. You can't do that. So that just shows that he is violating part of that CBA, either on purpose or accidentally. Either way, not a good look. Not a good look. And then even worse to go back and lie about it and say, oh, I don't remember. Come on, man. Fubar 1000 says, Jeffrey, I've been thinking about this long and hard. I would like to win them tickets, them Ask You tickets. As long as the package includes a spanking new red and blue Bic lighter, you will never win these tickets. You will never win these tickets, Fubar 1000. We will not allow it. Yeah, because that ain't cool.
I thought when the former co-host left, I was not going to have to play that sounder anymore. But clearly, I can see I had to blow the dust off of it and bring it back.
If somebody actually intentionally tries to win these tickets just so they can set them on fire, that's what I would just block the hell out of him.
Aren't they digital?
It's horrible.
No, they are digital.
Yes. So you won't get away with it, Fubar. You won't get away with it.
We have played your hand, Fubar.
Crack-a-lackin'. Big Risk says, I'm new. Sorry about the LOL. Won't happen again. I appreciate the tips about the listener rules and stuff. Yeah. By the way, Jacksonville took a big hit losing Etienne before the season started. I was hoping the Cards would draft him. And why is someone telling me to get out of here? Because I wrote LOL? I laugh out loud when somebody hides behind their radio. You don't want my smoke, bro. I laugh out loud when somebody hides behind. Big Risk, I come out of the radio. Are you talking about somebody else? Robert in Surprise says, did I hear the Raiders are paying John Brown $3.2 million and then they cut him and still have to pay him?
That sounds like the Raiders.
John Brown, isn't that short little wide receiver we used to have?
Yeah, he used to be with the Cardinals. Really, really fast. Really fast.
And yet they cut him. Oh, all right, that's fine. Yeah, Last Optimist is right. With Urban's comments, the NFLPA could open a court case and a judge could order the Jags to turn over all recorded conversations, emails, and etc. regarding cuts of players to the NFLPA.
Boy, this could get crazy.
This is not Urban Meyer's first rodeo. He's already deleted all that stuff. There'll be no paper trail. There'll be no records of anything.
It's not going to be Urban Meyer smashing the phone. There's not even going to be a phone.
Yeah, it's he's not new to that part. Just a Tip says Big Risk trying to fit in. Yeah, about as much as Filthy did. No, Big Risk is cool. What are you doing there?
Big Risk is all right. Everybody just back off.
He's a man. New. He's a man. And he's saying basically, hey, don't give me any grief. I'll fight you, is what he's saying. But take it easy, Big Risk. Everybody's just talking crap. Scratch Me Because says, can we use WTF or should we spell that out? What the no, okay. WTF is okay. That's, I guess I'm gonna have to, in the Constitution, I gave you guys some acceptable emojis you can use because, there are some manly ones in there. But as far as the acronyms, that's fine. WTF is good. STFU. I think that's it. I think that's about it.
You want to tell the Ford to mention that the reprint has been done and these are ready to go?
Yeah. I just haven't had time to set up a place for that to all happen yet, or else I would have. Thanks, Randy. Navy Brad says.
I'm sorry.
Jeffrey, if I was the winner of the tickets, I would say, please donate them to a veterans group. Well, that's very nice of you, Navy Brad. But we want people to not call in unless they're actually going to use the tickets. We want somebody to win these tickets fair and square, and then enjoy the game or defer them to somebody else. Fubar 1000 says, "Damn it, I love you guys. Now I have to in the bathroom. I gotta go in the bathroom and kick my own ass."
What?
I don't understand.
What just happened?
I have no idea. He did. He's like, was that Big Liar where he goes in there and beats himself up? Robert Surprise says, "WTF? Welcome to Flagstaff." Big Risk says, "Hey, I wasn't talking about you guys as hosts. I was talking about the guy who told me to whatever the hell it was."
There was the texter. He had a combination of GSTLU PKN TS.
No, we got you, Big Risk. You're good. Yeah. You're good. Boogie says Urban Meyer is still trying to adjust to the fact that he can pay his players and not get in trouble. Trevor Lawrence at this point thinks it's perfectly normal. And it's just a way that football players always get paid. It's an envelope stuffed in your locker, no matter what level you're at. So that's what they're doing. They're like, here you go. Scratch Me Because says, if Phil was in there, I'd still text STFU Phil. No, that one's acceptable. We'll give you that acceptable. I think we should go ahead and do it. We should go ahead and give away them tickets right now. Caller number 3, 888-368-1580. For ASU tickets. ASU is playing tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. at Sun Devil Stadium. South Utah is coming to town, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Get to see some live football action, and it's ASU. And only if you're going to actually use the tickets. Don't be calling up here just trying to get them so you can destroy them and keep them from somebody else. 888-368-1580. Caller number 3. Why? Because Randy thought caller number 3 should be the number we use. And yes, the number is 3, not 4. Thou shalt not progress to 5. Caller number 3.
So is there also a parking pass with that, Jeffco?
Yes, there is.
Oh, there you go.
And here's the thing. Keon heard me. So make sure you find out for sure, Keon. He's on the phone right now. If they don't want all 4 tickets, they can defer a couple of those tickets to somebody else. And we'll give them to somebody else.
Yeah. We'll try to spread the love around.
That's right. Big Risk is like, why is that guy tip targeting me? You guys were correct in saying I'll fight him. I'll fight him. But I'm a peaceful man. I just telling you, I'm just trying to listen to the show. Well, I want to win those tickets.
Take it easy, Big Risk.
I want to take my girlfriend and her daughter. Never been to a game. My relationship with her daughter has been rocky. So, boy, this might actually help.
There you
Probably
go.
more information than we needed on that. Hopefully, you heard my call to call the phone. Cue to call the phone. So.
Yeah, hope so.
Fed fan says, "Oh, poop boy, Stefano is up next on the 4-letter network playing tennis." All righty. Poop boy. I like that. Robert Surprise says ASU just installed some shade structures to the stadium, if I'm not mistaken, but it's still going to be kind of warm. Hefty Lefty says, I just called in to chat. I didn't really want the tickets. I don't want to take them away from actual ASU fans. Mile High Guy says, WTF, you don't answer the phone? Brooksy?
And here we go.
Someone's like,
Ladies
Shorzy.
and gentlemen.
Give your phone a talk.
Brooksy.
Give your phone a talk, Brooksy. I can't do that voice without doing the rest of the line. If I do the rest of the line, I'll have to hit the dump button.
Yeah.
I don't know. Keon's in there having just like a very long conversation with somebody.
Well, good for him. Good for him.
He's making friends.
Yeah, that's the way to be.
Yeah,
Way to be,
all right.
Keon.
If that was caller number 1, I'm gonna be pissed. Did we get a winner or what? Did you get on the? Oh, he's just taking.
He's got to put his headphones on.
So please tell me you weren't just talking to caller number 1 that long. Do we have a winner?
We have a winner.
Who's the winner?
It's Big Risk.
Big Risk.
Big
Risk. Good for him. Wow, what luck! Because he had hit send on that text and probably heard the cue and called, and he said that this would be a good thing because, like, I'm sure he told you on the phone. He thinks this might be a way to, bridge a relationship gap with his daughter, with his stepdaughter, girlfriend's daughter. I don't know how.
Girlfriend's daughter.
Yeah. So whatever. That's very cool. Yeah, good for him.
So he took all 4 tickets.
All 4 tickets.
Good for him.
Yeah,
good for him.
He's like, screw you, haters.
Yeah, I just picked up the 3rd number as it came up on the line, as opposed to
no, that's fine.
Picking up call number 1.
No, that's pretty smart. Yeah, that's pretty smart because that's why they're mad you didn't call. But I don't know, Randy, what are in the future? I think you do need to say you're caller number one, because what if you hit that third line and there was a dial tone?
3.
You know what I mean? So I think we still need to hit caller number one, you're caller number one. Caller number 2, you're caller number 2.
Okay.
Let's do that next time.
But I like your thinking though.
Yeah.
I like your
trying to be efficient.
For as long as you spent talking on the phone, that did help expedite things.
Yeah.
Just saying, we don't need those long conversations.
Isn't the
with
fourth
everybody.
dimension
Well,
so
I was
fun to
trying
talk
to I was trying to get the information.
Yeah. Was he chatty?
A little bit. He was excited to get the tickets. He didn't think he was going to win.
All right. Well,
what's he sound like? Does he sound like
he's scary as hell?
Sounds very chill.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Very laid back.
Nice.
He has texted some stuff on here that made me believe he might have spent some time in the old Gray Bar Hotel. I'm just saying, not somebody to be trifled with.
Over the phone, very relaxed.
I wonder if Prison Wallet is the guy who turned him onto the show.
Geez,
we should have put him on. I have more questions than answers now, don't I?
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Maybe that'll help Big Risk feel better. Fed Fan says rigged. That's Skull's line. Why are you saying rigged? It wasn't rigged. He just hit the button. Next time, though, hit them in row. Good Cat says, I'd like to be entered into the ASU ticket contest. No, Good Cat. No. And it's already over. It's done. Robert Surprise says, Dodgers are a half a game out of first place, in case anybody's wondering.
Yep.
Nope, nobody's wondering. Nobody cares. Seahack says, I'm heading to the ASU game tomorrow with Navy Devil. Tickets from March Madness tournament from Pro Copy.
How fun is that? Good for you. Enjoy that time.
Wait a second. Tickets from March Madness tournament from Pro Copy. Oh, right. Okay. So that's for this game. Oh man, that. So what he's saying is he won those tickets during the March Madness tournament contest. Wow, good for you, Seahack. That's was it specifically for just this game? That's amazing. Papa Mike says, all right, Big Risk, good job. Well done. By the way, or he put WTH, how can I win if Keon doesn't answer the damn phone? Well, clearly you were caller number 1 or 2, which meant you weren't going to win anyway.
Yeah.
But we are not going to do that like that anymore. Hefty Lefty says, forecheck, back check, paycheck, Ferda. King of Kittens says, really dark skies in the North Valley. Fifth Letter says, fight on. Fish Tank says, Big Risk has been on the show for like 3 days and he's already getting into fights. Means he's going to fit right in, I think.
Yeah.
Skull says, rigged. Big Risk says, I won. I can't believe I won. Thanks a lot, guys. And no, I don't know Prison Wallet, although I am familiar with him. Thanks again, fellas. And yes, please do enjoy that game, my friend. All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back and we have got your Wheel of Sports. I really want to get to it today. And of course, on this date in Big Georgia sports history, it's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
The Labor Day savings inside the Home Depot means something different once you're back out there doing. For example, in here, it's a wide selection of top-rated appliances. But out there, it's your home running like a well-oiled machine. Order in-store, online, or in the Home Depot app and get free delivery and flexible installation. So you save money and time. Right now, you can save big on a new Samsung kitchen package at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid through September 15th, 2021. U.S. only while supplies last. See store for details.
If you're considering refinancing or getting a home loan, listen up. This is Dale Hellestray, and when you need a mortgage, the team I use is led by my good friend, Jeff Locks. And here's why. Jeff and his team negotiate with over 50 lenders to find the best possible deal. Your home has gone way up in value over the past year, so why not utilize your home equity to reduce your monthly expenses or even pay off some debts? Interest rates are still at all-time lows, and if you obtained your current mortgage prior to 2020, you can save a lot of money. Here's the best part. There's absolutely no lender fees. Jeff is truly Arizona's low-cost lender with over 30 years of experience. So call Jeff Locks, and if Jeff can't save you money, you'll get a free $50 Amazon gift card. This is a winning play, so call Jeff today, 480-202-0692. That's 480-202-0692.
Jeff Locks, NMLS number 1003782, National Mortgage License number 181106, Merit Financial Group, AZMB-0904774, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Your favorite radio station.
And now you're up to date on the news. Stand by for weather and traffic right after this.
It wakes you up, starts your day, and keeps you informed as well as entertained.
You guys are absolutely the best.
How do you like to work here?
At The Fanatic, we're looking for commissioned sales reps to knock on doors, set up appointments, and extol the benefits of advertising with your favorite radio station. Send your resume to jobs at 1580thefanatic.com.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Now, we've seen interest rates go as low as we've seen them in years recently. We've also seen them bouncing around. A lot of uncertainty of what is going on in the loan game as far as mortgages are concerned. That's why I lean on my friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. They have been in business for 20 plus years here in the Valley. They only lend in Arizona. They are trusted. They'll get you that reliable quote. And if you're thinking about refinancing, whether it's to just lower your rate, maybe lower the terms of your rate, maybe down to 15 or 20 years, or if you're like, hey, we got a lot of debt on the side, we got some problems going on, we want to consolidate debt, or I've always wanted a pool. Now's the time to do it. Take some of that equity out, refinance, and get things done around your house that you want. But you got to use the best in the business. That's the Lund Mortgage Team. 623-875-9940. 623-875-9940. Or check them out online, lundmortgage.com.
The most important event in sports could happen at any time.
Like right now.
Or right now. Or even now. Don't miss history. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today, the Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And congratulations to the Big Risk. He's going to the ASU game tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. And he's got the parking pass, and he's got the 4 tickets. And there you go. Kind of nice. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't mind going to that game.
Against Western Utah State of Southern Utah.
Yeah, just get a look at how the boys are looking this year.
The guys in maroon and gold are going to come out and just absolutely light fire to the field, and it should be a game, sort of like a scrimmage game, if you will.
Yeah, I don't see Southern Utah having much of a chance, but that makes it even more fun. You get to see the boys. You probably get to see a W. And there you go. Just to get we've had all this talk about the recruiting violations and stuff like that, and it's really overshadowed. What's this team looking like this year? So, Big Risk. We fully expect a report on that. On Friday. 888-368-1580. Good Cat says I'd actually go and cheer for the Devils. What? Say this. Good Cat is probably the coolest Arizona fan that we've ever met. But even that, I have a hard time believing that. He says, no, I may be a diehard Wildcat fan, but I'll cheer for an Arizona team when they're not playing my Cats. What a guy.
That's a good person. I'm not that good of a person.
No, that's a great person.
Yeah.
I am not that good a person either. Randy, are you that good a person?
I've been known to root for Arizona teams when they're not.
But not you, Arizona. I root for GCU. I root for NAU. I root for Apollo Hair College. I don't, but yet not you, Arizona.
Well, there have been times in the March Madness I may have rooted for UAZ. Yeah. Maybe.
Into Speed says it may be rigged. I was a Fanatic one-day listener, and I won fourth of tickets. What? It's not rigged. It's just I had. Keon, he's new. He's too new to lie.
Yeah.
That was all just he was actually caller 3.
Yeah, he came up on line number 3 after the first 2 had come in. That he was caller number 3. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Yeah, we're gonna make Keon talk to each one. We don't have caller ID or anything. We don't know who this guy is. So.
No.
How dare you, Into Speed, if that's what you're accusing us of. Cardinal Art says, "My please have a tall boy." And a weather report. Well, we had one earlier, but unless there's anything new to add, he says, it's getting dark blue and kind of dark and stormy here on the west side.
There is a storm cell that is in North Phoenix, kind of sweeping towards the east pretty rapidly. I would imagine if it breaks out into a storm, it's not going to be long lasting. It's very small as I look at the radar here. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. That's all I see in the local areas right now as I peruse the the skies of Maricopa County. But yeah, Sun City West, the northern side of the 303, a pretty strong thunderstorm cell right now.
Pretty strong.
And but it's headed east. Right now it's headed east. I don't see anything really kind of sweeping anywhere else. There's a band of thunderstorms that are headed east right now, headed towards the Tonto National Forest and Payson area. Maybe the East Valley might get a little bit. You never know.
Just a Tip says, big risk. It's all in good fun. Randy, could I get a Puppers, maybe a Gus and Brew shot for big risk there? Maybe that'll help cool his jets.
Well, there.
Oh, hell, I'd have a Puppers. Hefty Lefty says NAU. I'd go. I just need the extra rooting for. They need it because they can get this weekend because they're opening their season against the defending FCS champions, Sam Houston. That was a hard text to read there, Hefty Lefty. But all right, go NAU. Robert Surprise says I won tickets to ASU basketball a few years ago. I was surprised too. Why? So you can tell me all you people are very surprised to win tickets. You're so surprised. You're like, that must be fixed. I don't know you people. Why would I do that? Papa Mike says, Jeffrey, you should go to Vegas this weekend and watch BYU play. Is BYU in Arizona school?
No.
Why would I do that?
Brigham Young.
Oh, it's Mormons.
The Mormons, yeah.
Ukla says, old Keon's going to get a can of whoop ass opened up on him with that Texan talk over there. Oh, how saying how bad the Texans are.
But they are bad.
Yeah. Ukla, by the way, look at Keon.
Yeah.
Now look at yourself. Now look at Keon. Now look at yourself.
If you want the truth, I root for the Washington football team. And the only reason why I think that they might make the playoffs is that the NFC East is collectively a dumpster fire. But they're bad too. Like it's not an insult to just observe the facts.
Yeah.
And say them.
Keon is not tearing down your team. He's accurately reporting how horrifically bad they are.
And I used to live in Texas. That's where I went to high school. And of the two teams in Texas, I hate the Cowboys. So the Texans were kind of just all that was there. So I don't hate the Texans at all.
N2 Speed says, anyone else says rigged, it's funny. Well, you didn't say that. You actually sounded like you were making an accusation. Bruno Baller says, will tomorrow be the last 3-hour Thursday show until the end of football?
God, I hope so.
No.
Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wish we could get away with it. But no, here's what's going to happen. Starting next week on Mondays and Thursdays, the blender is going to start at 2 p.m. And then when the time change happens, then, of course, we should be back to normal because on Thursdays, they'll move from 5 p.m. start to a 6 p.m. start. But I'm sorry. Okay, scratch that. Only on Mondays would we start on 2 p.m. until the time change happens. Thursdays, the game should always start at 5 p.m. But next week, we're going to be on at 2 p.m. because the game is earlier on the first one.
So I need a shot.
You better get me another one too.
Completely, totally confused now.
This is actually the first time hearing of this. I didn't know, but
I know. I forgot to tell anybody.
Yeah.
Radio Ron gets the idea that if we don't work enough hours doing this show, the morning show will riot because they hate when we get time off.
Oh,
by the way, we get time off on Monday. Sorry. We won't be here. Big Risk says, I will give you a first-hand account of the team as a scouting report there. I'm assuming that by the second half, I'll get a look at the second and third team too. And all the listeners who think it's rigged, I promise you, I actually called doubting that I would even win. And to Just the Tip, it's all good, man. I apologize for overreacting. Thanks again for the tickets. They'll be put to good use, and I'll send pics on Friday during the show. As long as those picks are just of the game. Thank you. Hefty Lefty says, no more bar fools on Mondays and Thursdays is what I'm hearing. T-Bone says, rigged, big risk wins like on day 3, just like the Rattler tickets went to Birthday Boy last week. Again, I swear to God, people. I swear to God. That was not, I was joking. I didn't want him to have it.
And I don't have a caller ID in here. I just see lights light up and then I push a button. I couldn't possibly know it was him.
Fish Tank says, Keon, just tell Ukla you hate the Texans. There's no need to backpedal.
I don't hate the Texans, but they're not good.
Skull says, I used to win when I was new too. Since I became a Hall of Fame texter, I just stopped winning. I think it's rigged. You guys aren't trying hard enough. Mr. Lillard says, so Keon is an old school hog, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think he likes being called hog. I think that was.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, if we're talking about
like you're shaming him.
Washington stuff, then yeah, we'll do the hog stuff. Yeah.
Good Cat says, I'll take a double Pappy Van Winkle neat, please. Into Speed says, anybody else is rigged. It's funny. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Ukulamak says, I don't think you get much more time off and stay employed, Radio Pal. Have you seen my contract? Oh, I'm rich. 888-368-1580. Let's do this before we run out of time to do it. I don't even know if we're going to get to the wheel of sports. I had a good one, too. So let's do this. It's time for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1985, Bill Elliott, driving a conservative race, watched three of his top competitors go up in smoke on his way to winning both the Southern 500 Grand National Stock Car Race and a $1 million bonus.
Yep.
Elliott, who earned his 10th victory in 20 season starts, made it 3 out of 4 in Grand National Big Four and picked up the Winton Million. That is the biggest single payoff in the history of auto racing.
Yep, it's a true story.
Yeah.
Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, Georgia, got $1 million.
Yeah, and that's I guess he was able to beat Cale Yarborough. That guy was a 5-time Southern 500 winner, and he just barely got him by like 0.06 of a second.
Well, and that's what's happening this weekend at Darlington. They used to call it the Southern 500, and they'll be racing there again this weekend. So.
Yeah. So there you go, Randy. I picked that one just for you.
Well, thank you, Jeffco. Appreciate that. That was a lot of fun.
And using this also came in handy in killing that bug right there.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. If I'm not mistaken, help me out, NASCAR fans. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville was driving the number 9 Coors Ford Thunderbird when he won that $1 million.
Yeah. Bill Elliott won 11 races in 1985. Second only to who?
11 races in
1985.
1985.
Richard Petty won 27 in 1967, but lost his season-leading points in the last event. Darrell Waltrip, he won 3 races, took the Winston Cup Championship instead in 1985.
Darrell Waltrip. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
I only know all that because George put it on the paper.
Yeah, have it written down there.
Yeah,
Thank you
very
very
much. Zero idea what I just said.
Boy, that was a lot of fun to go down memory lane. Thank you, Jeffco. That was
welcome.
Fun. Yeah.
Prison Wallet says, just got in the truck. Why are we talking about Keon's hog? No. Washington football team, I think is what it is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Daylight Drew says, pour me an IPA, please, and twist one up for me. That means Baker's Cocky Hen says the Texans will be in the playoffs next season if Tyrod Taylor's history shows us anything. Once he starts, then leaves, the teams get pretty good right away. That's a long way to go for that, isn't it?
Yeah. But you got to draft a rookie quarterback after he leaves.
Bruno Baller says winning 1 million in like 1985, that'd be like winning 10 million now, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
What is poke that into the computer there and say, what is $1 worth in 1985 versus 2021? That'd be interesting to know. We may have some time to spin the wheel, Randy.
Let's do it, Jeffco.
By God. Here's a news flash, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
So they've got all these cards that are going for bazillions of dollars, right? And it's starting to get damn ridiculous. But at least the Onus Wagner card came back up and took the top spot. And that was something I hope will balance out the market for trading cards and stuff like that. But then there's also the other stuff that goes up for auction. But now over with Leland's, if you wanted to wear a Michael Jordan worn, not jersey, but gray and black boxer shorts.
No kidding.
Yes, you could get yourself a pair of his skivvies. That's right. The bid starts at $500, and they say, and this is in the description, shows definite use.
What?
Oh, man.
Skid marks. My good. No, okay, so now they're saying, no. It's not skid marks or, a stain that will show up under a black light. Nothing like that. They say, you can tell there's some loose threading in the shorts, and it's been confirmed that these are his, and he wore them.
Wow.
I guess
Do they have a picture of him wearing those?
No, but I guess
how can they confirm that?
John Michael Wozniak, Michael Jordan's old bodyguard. You saw him in The Last Dance.
Yeah.
Well, he's had them all these years. I don't know how he got them.
Michael probably had a hot date and he said, yo, hang on to these. So he did.
He won him playing that quarter game or something.
Hello.
So I guess they've been dry cleaned. It turns out there's a dry cleaning tag, so don't even grab them and try to smell Michael Jordan or anything.
Oh,
but it starts at $500, and it's confirmed that Michael Jordan wore these right here.
All right.
So, yeah, no thanks. I'll pass.
Yeah.
By the way, $1 million in 1985 adjusted for inflation today.
Yes,
just over $2.5 million.
Oh, I guess not. Guess not. There, Bruno Baller. Yeah. Sometimes inflation is no fun at all, is it? Robert Surprise says, when's the next induction to the Texter Hall of Fame? Oh, don't start with me.
Yeah, we just had one.
Yeah,
we feel blessed that we just had one.
We had a schload recently, but hang in there, Robert and Surprise. Boy, I tell you what, you're a good texter. I see Hall of Fame status in your future. Beer Bob says, $500 for Michael Jordan's what? Yeah, his underwear.
Chonies.
Yeah. That's pretty brave, though, wearing light-colored underwear. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Have a great night.